Yo. All right, hard stop at 11 tonight. I've been wearing this sweater. Kyle's going to be on in a second. And I noticed that it's got like some paint schmutz stuff on it. And it was like, it started out really bad. And so I've been picking at it. And I've gotten most of it off. But for the majority, it's still there. I don't know if anyone can see it, but it looks like paint, but kind of like snot. Anyway, we got a hard stop at 11 tonight. So we're going to vibe out till 11. So get any super chats in now so I can fix my air conditioner because it's still broken. And we got to get to bed. And that's what we're going to rock out on. What are we going to talk about tonight? Anybody see Toy Story 5? I want to ask Kyle if he's seen Toy Story 5. What if there was no Kyle tonight? What if it was just me? Yeah, are the let me know if the sniffles are bad. Because when I try to talk, I try to go on mute. But I've had sniffles for like 4 weeks now. I don't know if I should get it checked. If I'd have like a new strain of COVID or something like that, just for sniffles. You think there's a new strain that is just sniffling? I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Are there just sniffles going around right now? Because if they are, I'm kind of happy that the Knicks season is over just because I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. My nose is not runny. It's just weirdly when I get on the podcast, my nose starts running. Are the sniffles bad? Because Molly says I think it's bad every time it's annoying when I sniffle in my house. And my daughter like sniffles too. And I always ask her to stop sniffling. Let me see where Kyle's at. Just so I can give you guys an update. So you're not having to, because when I go live, nobody rocks with me. I went live at the Knicks game and literally, oh, Kyle just hopped on. What am I? I'm allergic to the chat's bullshit for sure. Kyle's here.
Yo.
What up,
dog? Chilling, man. What you doing?
That we got a hard stop at 11 tonight. So get super chats in and we'll fly through any that are later. But I was talking about my sniffling because I feel like every time I come on air, I have the sniffles, and they just are not going away, bro.
It's true, you definitely do.
Oh, you notice it too?
Yeah, but I think in your defense, I think part of it is the microphone you use, the Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sensitive to noises that are like not just regular noises. Like if shit's happening in the background, the Yeti's gonna pick it up.
Pick it up.
If you cough, it's going to pick it up. If there's something drops 20 feet away, it's going to pick it up. But like this mic is not. This mic's kind of the opposite. So if I'm sitting here and I'm barely hear it, but that microphone in particular, if you do it, it's going to get it and like magnify it almost. You know?
Yeah, I feel like but outside of my sniffling, I just feel like it doesn't go away. I feel like it only shows up on the podcast. So maybe I'm allergic to something in my office.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, I know you're allergic to cat dander and
there's this shit. So when we first moved in, we used to get mad bugs, and there's still dead bugs in here, but this is like a dead bug catcher. This shit's got dust on it.
Yeah, maybe it's like dusty in the room or something, you know?
It's mad dusty. So actually, Molly was trying to clear. Don't see. She's trying to clear out the office and
making it worse.
No, she's actually making it a lot better, but there's just so much shit. It's to a point where today I was just like, how do we accumulate so much shit? You know, like just like even all those books behind you.
Yeah.
Like they weren't just brought in at one time. Like
right.
Shit just like it's just wild. how like I'll constantly bring shit out to the garbage, and I'll bring out boxes like when I go to Costco and shit. But there's just so much shit inside of a house that like you don't realize like when it all comes in. Like you're always just bringing something in from the car and carrying something. Like I don't know how just so much shit gets in people's house.
I don't understand how I have so many clothes. Like,
Clothes too is another thing.
and I just wear, like, I kind of basically wear the same shit all the time. But if you look through my closet, it's like just an endless amount of shirts, you know? And it's like, I don't need all these shirts. What do I need all these shirts for?
But how are you with getting rid of them? Like, are you okay to like purge?
I feel like I'm pretty good at, like, every now and then I'll go through and I'll fucking throw some stuff out, but it's just never enough. You know, it's just like, oh, that only was like, I got rid of 0.5% of my shirts.
Yeah.
You know, and you just can't ever like actually make a dent in that shit.
Well, yeah, clothes are one, but I'm just more amazed at like how like. Well, I just want to pull up the most random shit that I have around me right now. Well, granted, I have daughters, but I have like a unicorn.
Oh, dude,
gel, like
I got
cheese
you got squishy that's like leaking.
The cheese ones are cool.
Ready for this? So I got the butter, right?
Oh, you're onto the butter shit now.
Wait, wait. I got the butter, but I also got the big ass butter.
Oh yeah. I think I got a jumbo butter too, but it went in half. It like broke in half.
Oh, did it? That's a shame.
Did I tell you when I went to the dance show and there was a guy in my row?
No.
My daughter was holding the smaller butter. And he turned to me and was just like, he was like, "Is she holding a stick of butter?" And I was like, "No, it's like the new shit. Like it's like these new squishy toy." And he was like, "Oh, I don't know what that is." And I was like, "Bro, how do you not know what the squishy toy like?" The butter is cool. They make a multicolor butter too. Like that's like and then I've seen the cheese for sure. And they make like a Vaseline cheese too. They also make a butter that cracks. So like you squeeze it and like the outer casing shell like comes off.
Yeah, I know about that, but I'm all about that butter life and all about that dumpling life, bro.
The dumpling the dumpling ones are popular. And I guess certain colors are more popular than other ones.
I guess. I mean, all I know is our little one loves these things, you know?
They had the dumplings at that dance show that your niece was at. And before Nick's even went on stage, well, first of all, every fucking kid was like wanting to get these dumplings. And
it's
like
nonstop.
It was just genius for them to like sell it. Like you could literally like have a pop-up shop anywhere, and if you have those dumplings there, you're gonna get every kid from the neighborhood to buy that shit.
I mean, it's like Beanie Babies when we were kids, you know, or like Tamagotchis. Like there were certain things that go through a phase where you're just like, it's, you know, the whole generation's locked in. Like, I got to have that, you know?
Yeah. But now, so Nick's has like a strawberry now that is like a pale strawberry. And then in the light, that shit turns red. So it's like, and also I saw there was an Instagram video of like how they were making one. And they just like stuck a needle inside of like the butter and like put that white shit in there and like it filled up. Like it started flat and there was a little needle and then it just filled up.
That's the shit that's leaking out of this one.
Oh, is that leaking?
Yeah, this one is. If I were to squeeze it, it would start leaking more, but like you can see a little bit of it, I feel like.
That shit probably costs like 17.5 cents too. And they charge like
probably
$10.
Like 5 cents, you know, like it's
5
nothing.
cents.
They got slaves making these in China, you know? It's fucked up.
Yeah. All the shit from Chinatown is kind of crazy, but those in particular, like I still remember like silly bands were popular. Those were the rubber bands around the wrist that like turned into an animal or something like that.
But I don't remember those, but I remember the what was it, like you put it in the oven and it got big and it got smaller, shrinky dinks, I guess they were called.
Hey, yo,
about those shits.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, like you put these things in the oven and they shrink.
Shrinky dinks. I remember the opposite.
Yeah, the like
you
chia
put
pet
in water. Shrinky dink plastic sheets. Is that what it was called? Shrinky dinks?
Crystal was telling me about these. She used to do these all the time.
Oh, these maybe.
Shrinky dinks. If you just type in shrinky dinks, you could see. They'll show you.
Is this it?
Yeah, like they pop up. Just go to Google Images, type shit. Yeah.
So you draw them, and then maybe
Well,
they
no,
start.
the ones I'm talking about, maybe the Shrinky Dinks 1980s. I'm gonna type in because I feel like
Someone's saying, let me see, creepy crawlers.
I remember creepy crawlers. I did those shits. Did you do those shits?
I think so. What were they small and then they got bigger?
No, I want to say creepy crawlers were almost like they'd give you a mold, like a mold that had like bugs and shit, and then you would pour some shit in there and then like cook it, and it would become like a little gummy toy, kind of, if I'm remembering that correctly. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but like I did creepy crawlers. I feel like that may have been creepy crawlers. So what that one wasn't shrinking or growing.
This one, is this it on the, like the
Creepy
bug
crawlers,
maker?
that's the shit I had. Yeah, like you baked it. Yeah, like you pour. See those like glue things? Like that,
Yeah.
that's some sort of liquid.
Oh, you put it into like a little.
You put it into a mold and then you put it
Right.
in their little oven shit. I did that shit when I was a kid. I fuck with that one.
Yeah, but this one kind of confused me because it's like, why you like now? If you're a kid, you could think you could put bugs in the oven, and that's acceptable.
I mean, to be fair, when you're doing these ones, I feel like you're like 8 years old, 7 years old, so you're old
you
enough
know
to
better
know,
with
like,
it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
eat some bugs. You know, this isn't one of those ones that like a 3-year-old or 4-year-old is doing. You know.
Yeah. I don't think I ever fucked the creepy crawlers, but I remember that there would be I think there were like little dinosaurs that you would put in the water that would like get bigger or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Chad, what were those called? You got the chat up, Core?
Yeah,
what
yeah,
were
yeah.
those called? The chat will know.
There was like little.
I kind of know what you're talking about. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I kind of like those. I mean, like those were like cool. Like they don't make toys like that anymore.
What MMPR?
Jurassic Park RC toys? Nah.
Creepy crawlers was the shit. I'm trying to look for people answering that question. Come on, y'all. Get with it. Answer that question.
Growers, not showers.
The dinosaurs that expand when they're in water. But what were those shits called? Polly in my pocket? Is that it?
No.
Dinosaur toys expand in water. Let's see. Yeah, I remember these shits. What are they fucking called? Just dinosaur capsules? Is that what they're called?
I searched that shit on our search bar.
Aqua Grow? No, that's not it. That's not it. Hold up. Growing capsule animal. What the fuck, bro?
Water.
Bro, anybody poly? Is it poly in my pocket?
These joints right here.
Hold up. Pet rock magic grow? Is it called magic grow? Somebody saying magic grow rocks? Magic grow? Magic grow dinosaurs.
This shit looks like super weary. Let me see.
Magic grow dinosaurs. Yeah, I think it's magic grow dinosaurs. I think they got it. Yeah, magic grow dinosaurs.
Is that it right there?
Hold up. Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen because I was looking at my own shit. Let me see. Dinosaur toy clearance. Shop dinosaur toy clearance. No, I don't think that's it. I think it's magic. If you type in magic grow dinosaurs, it's the first one that pops up. Not at the top for the shopping shit, but in images, it's the first one. Magic grow dino capsules. They come with like, it looks like a little pill, and then you put it in water, and it like puffs up into like a little toy, like a spongy toy. You know what I'm saying?
Like, is this showing? Let me share this instead. Let's see if this is it. This joint right here.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Wow. So it's like a little capsule.
Yeah, and you put it in water.
That's kind of cool because that was
right?
just like a little fucking piece of like bubble gum or some shit like that.
Yeah. Yep. The little pill capsule dissolves. Yeah. No, this is dope. I forgot about these, bro.
It's kind of crazy that it's kind of crazy one that there's so many different types of dinosaurs. You know, that we're so fascinated by dinosaurs.
Well, didn't they come out and say that they all had feathers back? Like, wasn't that an announcement that scientists made that dinosaurs had feathers?
I kind of believe that. That doesn't sound like some like outlandish shit, no?
I'm gonna look it up right now. Yes, it is scientific consensus that many dinosaurs had feathers. Fossils found worldwide show that feathered dinosaurs were diverse, ranging from simple hair-like fuzz to complex veined flight feathers. So, like, we originally thought they all just had like the reptile skin,
Yeah.
but apparently that was wrong, and they had feathers. It sort of reminds me, like, you know how they said one day, they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I know you guys learned that Pluto is a planet. Turns out that bitch is not a planet."
Yeah. How did that happen?
It happened because scientists decided to define what a planet is, like with actual definition. And by that definition, it wasn't big enough to be considered a planet. Because if we were to include Pluto as a planet, you would also have to include like some other shit that wasn't considered planets. They found some shit that's bigger than Pluto. And so they were like, by the definition, it's just not a planet. And so they just axed it out. What's it referred to as? If it's not Pluto isn't a planet, but it is what's the thing called? Dwarf planet. That's what it's called.
That's kind of fucked up for Pluto.
Yeah. And they had there was like a convention of all the like scientists in this field, and they had to decide what to do. And they were like, one of the things that was on the menu was like, fuck it, let's just keep calling it a planet and just like let it rock because we've always taught it like this.
Yeah, if they never came out and told us that, it's like the NBA 2-minute report after the game ends. They're like, that shit with 1:57 left, that wasn't a foul. It's like, you could have just not said that. Like, you could just not come out and say, like, no one was thinking about Pluto on a random Thursday for them to just be like, breaking news tonight on ABC, Pluto is not actually a planet.
But that shit was the last thing that finished dead last. That was at the bottom. Like almost nobody was like, yeah, let's just let it rock and keep calling it a planet and just act like
people wanted to get rid of it as a planet.
Well, remember, these are scientists. So scientists like answers. They like definitions. They like to like keep it on some serious correct shit. And so they were like, nah, rule that bitch out. And I think what they decided was just drop Pluto and then just leave it at that. Like because they also could have added more planets. They could have said, yeah, Pluto's a planet, but these other fucking 3 or 4 things also are now planets. Yeah. So instead they just dropped Pluto and said that shit is not a planet. Damn,
I'm kind of team Pluto. Like that should almost be.
It just goes to show you that we don't know shit, right? Like when we were getting taught, you're thinking, oh yeah, they got answers on, astronomy and like. They already have all these answers. We got telescopes and shit, and we got all this evidence, and we're fucking adults. And they're like, oh, by the way, we were wrong. It's not Pluto's not even a planet. And you're like, what? That was like some basic shit. I remember learning Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
Yeah, my very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas, so I always remember that shit. And then I would go back.
And then you do it. You can figure it out. Yeah.
So there's no more. So she's not serving us anything anymore.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
See, right? That to me, I'm always on the team of like, what made them even start looking into that shit? Where they were like,
It was a discovery. It was a discovery of
like
other
shit.
It was a discovery of other planets that were bigger than Pluto, and so they were like, oh shit, we found new planets. But then they were like, but is it really a planet? Because it doesn't really act the same way as other planets. Somebody says Pluto is still a planet, bro. That is fake news. Don't take my word for it. Look that bitch up.
Dwarf planet.
Dwarf planet. That's right. It's a dwarf planet.
I feel like, isn't that against like, isn't that like a not PC term for them to call that shit dwarf planet?
Oh, no. I think dwarf is still acceptable.
Dwarf's okay?
Midget's not acceptable. Dwarf is acceptable.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
then they would have to cancel the 7 dwarves.
Here's what it says. What it has in common with planets, like the other 8 major planets, Pluto orbits the sun and has enough mass gravity to pull itself into a round spherical shape, but it's disqualified because the third rule states that a planet must clear its neighborhood, meaning it has used its gravity to clear its orbital path of other large debris, because Pluto shares its icy neighborhood in the Kuiper belt with thousands of other space rocks and dwarf planets. It fails this test. Thousands of other space rocks and dwarf planets. Bro, what? Wow.
So there's thousands of other shit that's the size of Pluto out there.
Yeah, that's what they say. They say thousands of other space rocks and dwarf planets. Let me ask, how many dwarf planets are bigger than Pluto in our solar system? Let's see how many.
Like this is what I need. Like instead of like Facebook,
they said one. They said one. Eris. ERIS.
Nah, they're just making shit up at this point.
So is it justice for Pluto?
No, for real, man. Pluto's done too much for us as kids. Like to just like all of a sudden not get the fucking credit it needs as a planet. Like we need, like, I need to start a Facebook group literally for justice for Pluto where we fucking like
bro, I'm sure that
sing
exists.
kumbayas and shit like that. Like,
I'm just gonna type in justice for Pluto and see what comes up. Justice for Pluto. Yeah.
is there a group saving Pluto?
Many still advocate for its reinstatement due to complex geology, atmosphere, and moons.
Yeah, can we get this trending on Twitter, man?
That's hilarious, man.
There's
Bro,
too
that's
many.
fucking
There's
funny.
too much. There's too much shit in outer space for us to keep up with. You know,
Bro,
like
I mean, well, think about it like this. So all the shit we learned, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Saturn, Jupiter. Wait, I already fucked it up. But whatever. Everybody knows what it is. I said it earlier.
Yeah.
That's just our solar system. Then you expand it out beyond that, and there's galaxies. Then you expand it out beyond that, and that there's a universe. And then some people say there's a fucking multiverse, multiple universes.
Yeah, that's wild.
So that's like our brains can't even fucking comprehend, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and we're just trying to go to Mars, which is the closest shit. Like,
Yeah,
that
we ain't getting to that shit. That shit, we're not getting that shit. That's fucking.
You don't think
Elon's
so?
No, Elon been lying about that for a hot minute. Oh, I'm gonna get us to Mars. He said he'll have us on Mars in a decade. That was like 15 years ago. Motherfucker just lies. We're not doing that shit.
And even when we get there, like what? Like for what? Like,
yeah, what are you gonna do? You gonna set up a fake atmosphere somehow? What are you gonna build like a massive fucking like convention center and like pump in the oxygen, and it'd be fucking miserable. It'd be easier to like build. It would be easier to build like a massive spaceship and simulate some sort of environment of Earth than to just set up shop on Mars. Because like the environment is not hospitable to human beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So even if you get one person up there, what the fuck is that one person going to do? Like, you can't start a fucking...
Jack off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's going to be a lot of... You know, weirdly, I don't know if it's like my algorithm, but I've seen like random... that like porn addiction has like become very popular among like people recently. Like, do you see Terry Crews?
I saw he was talking about it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm a bit of an asshole, but like I always kind of laugh a little bit at porn addiction. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's real. Like I know that there's like, you know what gooners are?
No, I've heard it. Okay.
All right. Well, gooners are like people who are addicted to porn, but they like they like being addicted to porn, and it's like they have like a subculture based on that shit. Where like
they just like watching the shit.
So like my understanding, and I don't, you know, I'm not familiar with this culture, so I've heard some of this secondhand, whatever. But like, it's a bunch of young dudes, and they'll all like jack off together and like try to climax together.
Oh,
and
like, I think you've told me about this shit. Like,
and they'll like share videos with each other. They'll like share videos with each other and be like, oh, let's beat our shit to this. And like, when I say they jack off all day, I mean like they literally just like jack off all day. Like they'll lock in and it'll be like 9 o'clock in the morning till motherfucking 11 o'clock at night. They're just beating their meat raw, dog.
How do they even do that? One, that's gotta hurt. Two, you don't have enough like ammunition in the chamber to like keep that shit going.
Even in my peak,
that's what I'm saying.
I would maybe be able to bust like 4 nuts a day.
Yeah.
That's like I'm like on my Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan prime, like, you know, like teenage hormones, horny as fuck. And they're beating their shit like 24/7, dog. So that's like gooner culture. And so it's don't get me wrong. If I knew somebody who was going down that path, I might take him aside and be like, listen, dog, you sort of got to get it together.
Seems extreme though.
Yeah, you kind of got to get it together. But that's porn addiction, right? Like they can't help them. They're just like everything goes back to that. And so
no, but I'm thinking porn addiction, not in that realm. I'm thinking of like you're just always watching that shit, which to me, to hear that shit from Terry Crews is
what did he say? Tell everybody exactly what he said.
I don't know what he said, but hold on.
Here, I'll figure out what he said. Terry Crews, porn addiction.
Yeah, see,
Terry Crews has been very open about his decades-long battle with pornography addiction, which nearly cost him his marriage. He publicly detailed his own struggles in 2016 to help others recognize and overcome similar issues. Crews began watching pornography at the age of 12. He frequently used it as a way to self-medicate and numb feelings of anxiety, loneliness, and depression. The double life, he hid his addiction for years, creating a stark contrast between his outwardly successful public image as an NFL athlete and actor and his private compulsive behavior. Crews had described pornography as an intimacy killer. It warped his worldview, causing him to objectify people and fostering the false belief that he, as a man, was inherently more valuable than his wife. What the fuck? The addiction eventually led to infidelity. When he confessed to his wife, she left him. Realizing the severity of his actions, Crews entered a rehabilitation facility to address his compulsive behavior and unlearn his toxic habits. Through dedicated therapy and an ongoing recovery program, Crews and his wife worked through the trauma. They successfully reconciled and rebuilt their marriage. Crews has continued to advocate for breaking the stigma around sex and porn addiction. Yeah, but I want to know how much would Terry Crews watch porn? Like, I want a hard number to the shit. Like, how many hours a day were you watching that shit?
Yeah.
Oh my word, Jesus Christ. At the peak of his addiction, Terry Crews would binge watch pornography for up to 13 hours at a time. He has described how on days off from filming, he would begin watching around 10 a.m. and continue compulsively until 11 p.m. without stopping. Bro, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of
so like.
So I wonder if he was even
OD
beating meat during that time, or if he was just watching like it was like that was like his HBO, like that was like his Game of Thrones.
That, though? Like, who just sits there and watches? Like, oh yeah, fucking, like, who does that?
Yeah, like I like the storyline on this one.
Yeah. Like, he's penetrating her again. Like, yeah, that's what they're doing, you know? But so I'm like, well, I'm being an asshole by laughing. But like, you know, I feel like most people have a healthy relationship to pornography where like, you know, whatever. You handle your business every now and then, you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I thought it was, you know, whack-a-mole. That's why I thought it like, because, like, if people start complaining about it, you almost want to be like, shut up. Like, just fucking stop jacking off, you know? Like, but, you know, there's some people who just don't have that off switch, you know?
And that's what I'm saying. Even when I do, I hope my mom's not watching right now. She's an avid listener. So, but, like, when the moment is over, like, the fastest thing I want to do is X out of the video. Like,
I feel like every healthy person wants to do that. You know, like, all right, that's handled next. You know,
exactly. Like, all right,
you're not trying to sit there and dwell on
my browser. Shit. Like, let me never like act like this shit never happened.
Totally.
But to wake up at 10 a.m. or 10 a.m. in between movies and then go 13 hours. That's OD.
Yeah, that I think they're correct when they said that's self-medicating. Like, that's like you got anxiety and depression issues and you're like, you found something that makes you feel a little better. Yeah. And you're just like, I'm just going to do this nonstop. You know, that's got to be what that is. Because that's not normal. But I'd venture to say that, like, because I feel like it's kind of overstated, though, the whole porn addiction thing. Like, I do feel like most people have a healthy relationship with it in the same way that, like, in society, maybe of people who drink, maybe like 20% are alcoholic, but 80% are not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like it's probably similar with porn. It's like 80 or 90% of people are fine and have a healthy relationship. And then it's 10 or 20 that watch it fucking 13 hours a day. And they're like, I literally can't do anything else, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's so wild. I don't like, unless he's got better websites than I do, every time I go on, it's the same videos that are on there. So like either he's watched through everything or he's got like a VIP Netflix to some shit that like,
bro, you know, somebody's fucked up when they created a fucking account on one of those websites.
Yeah.
You're fucked up. If you got like a YouPorn account or a Pornhub account, like you're sort of fucked up, you know, like you're going to take your time to put in your fucking information on that shit.
Yeah. That's
like,
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know who, I don't put my information into any shit, but like, I'm always, when I go on like a fake jersey website or something like that, and they're just like, you want to pick up this jersey, and then they'll put my town name on that shit. I'm like, how do you know where I am right now, bro? Like
the cookies.
That's like those websites too. It's like, do you want to find women in your like in your town? And I'm like, you know too much about me right now. Like how is this possible? And there's got to be people out there that actually try that shit just to see if it's like true, you know?
Bro, you got to be down bad to be like, yeah, I'm gonna click this fucking sketchy ad on this porn website.
Yeah, I know.
Like, oh yeah, I'll meet somebody in my area. Like, bro, what are you doing? Don't do that.
I mean, but there was also times, I mean, with like the music websites or like any shady website you go to will always get like mad pop-ups. And occasionally, just by mistake, you'll click that pop-up. And like I've always wondered just like what the hell is happening behind the scenes that I just pressed like one of these, you know, when like you would hit some shit, not even on a porn site, but like something, and it would just be like 40 pop-ups on your shit.
Remember that from back in the day? Like those were the desktop computers from like the fucking early 2000s. You'd click some and it would just be like
your whole fucking.
You're like, oh no, what have I done? Oh no.
Yeah, and then you have to click out all of them, but like, and there'd be like a spinning wheel. There'd be like, you know, like some game show shit. And sometimes you would press it and I would be like, fuck, man, like all my information's out there.
Yeah, I've always been sort of anal about all that too, you know, where it's like, don't touch anything, don't click shit, don't.
Some guy I know today, I got an email from his email address, but he definitely was hacked. Like I won't say his name, but say his name is John. The shit was signed. It was like, Corin, please call me Rich. so I sent it to him. I was like, I don't think this is you. He was like, oh, well, that's funny. They didn't. And then they sent another email with his actual name on it. And I was just like, I mean, like the fact that there's someone on the other side of that computer actually trying to hack people is like, spend your time doing something else, man.
Yeah. Did you see the AI shit that like the government banned some new AI program because it hacked into all of our intelligence agencies in like minutes? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that, but it doesn't surprise me that their fucking firewall is probably dog shit.
Yeah, that shit is getting fucking scary, bro. Like whatever the fuck, it's like, why are you guys trying to create God in a computer? Can you please chill? Like, do we really need that? You know,
so
like
the government banned this app that broke into their shit.
Yeah, so it's called like Mythos or Fable. And it's like a very high level AI thing, and they had released it to the public, and then like there was a bunch of articles. It was like U.S. government bans this from being released to the public because it's like too powerful. And they said like that shit was able to hack into our intelligence agencies and like all of our classified information like immediately. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Me and you have had this conversation before, and me and Crystal have had this conversation too, where we say like the world would be so much better if we just took like, let's say 2008 level electronics and just said, that's it. We're cutting it off. We're good. No more like inventing new fucking shit. We're just going to keep it like this.
Yep.
The phone you have now, that's going to be your shit forever. You know, like we would just be in a much better spot.
I just don't like that it's not an even playing field of like even knowledge with the phone. So like my phone's kind of been fucking up, but Molly's phone is pretty fucked up. And I was sitting next to a dude tonight at Scotty's jiu-jitsu class, and he was like, oh, you can just hard reset your phone. He was like, push the volume button up, push the volume button down, and then just hold the button on the right for dumb long, and it like hard resets your phone to like come back to life. And I was like, how have I never known about this shit? And like,
there's mad shit you don't know, dog.
That's
what
I'm saying.
Like, yeah, there's
like,
mad shit you don't know.
Go to In and Out and they have like the secret menus and all this shit. Like I don't like knowing that I could be somewhere and there could be some shit I'm missing out on because like I just don't know of like this secret society ordering mechanism, you know?
Yeah. I don't know anybody who really fully knows how to utilize their iPhone because there are just too many features on your shit. Yep. I remember when I figured out that you could move the little cursor by holding the space bar and just moving your hand, and you could change where the cursor goes by doing that instead of trying to use your fingers and like tap it on the screen.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I was like, oh, this is so much easier.
Oh, so you hold it and you like can move it, right?
You hold the space bar and you just move your finger to, you know, like where you want the shit to go, and it'll just start moving. And you're like, I didn't know this was. There's so much shit like that on iPhone that you're like.
Well, you recently changed the background to our text thread, and I was like,
I was like, you can change the background. Yeah, what the fuck is that shit? I just figured out. I was fucking around. I saw somebody else do it, I think, and I was like, I'm gonna try that shit. And I started putting funny pictures as our background.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have the background of our text thread is the guy who like wanted to get
clavicular.
Yeah.
It's not clavicular though. It's the Pepsi Mogger. The Pepsi Mogger. Remember that, guys?
Yes. Yeah.
The Pepsi Mogger. It was like he donated more money to Clavicular than anybody, and Clavicular's doing a live stream, and he was gonna talk to the guy, and the kid just holds up the Pepsi like, and Clavicular doesn't know what to do or say.
That's why I'm always fascinated with like
he fucked his nose up. You see that? Sorry to cut you off.
no who
Clavicular got a nose job, and now he looks so much worse than he did before.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't surprise me. I feel like I don't know the guy, but I feel like if his whole thing is on like making his face look perfect, he's gonna do some shit too much to the extent where like he makes it look bad.
100%.
And that's what
he's gonna look like Michael Jackson.
Does. Exactly.
Within 5 or 10 years, he's gonna have Michael Jackson's face. 100%.
Because there's no. It's the same thing as like they're the extreme of like people who are trying to get rich. There's no like end cap to that shit. Where like if you gave me $1 million, I'm good money. But other people, it's like I got $1 million now. Now I need 2 million, or now I need 3 million. You know, so it's like those people. It's like I got to keep fixing my nose. So there's no end in sight for that type of shit.
It's legit, like it's still legitimately like a mental disorder, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a billionaire, it's like a mental disorder because it's never enough. Like you said, it's never enough. You literally can't spend all that money. Laura Loomer. Oh yeah, Laura Loomer she's had like crazy work on her face, where it's gotten like now it's at the point where people don't even know what she actually looks like because people go around and keep giving her more and more surgeries using like Photoshop. And now people are like, what the fuck does she look like? No. She's just some psycho ass bitch.
Oh.
Who like whispers in Trump's ear and maybe sucks him off.
Oh my gosh. I see like pictures of her face. She looks like fake.
Yeah. Some of them are not real though. Some of the pictures are like they've exaggerated it. Like she's definitely had work done. But now, like I said, some people don't even know what the fuck she looks like anymore because they stay like photoshopping her to make her look even more extreme. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She looks like scary. I mean, like, even if any of these are the regular her, she looks scary. And then there's an old photo of her too. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no end game. Like, it's like when do you stop? You know,
you got to hard cap that bitch, man. You got to hard cap that bitch, and that's what I'm saying with this AI shit. It feels like they're just gonna keep going until they ruin everything. You know, like they're just gonna keep going until like everybody's fucked. And we're all going to be sitting there like, we could have drawn the line at 2008 technology and just been chilling forever, you know?
Yeah, I would go back to 2008 technology because, yeah, to your point, like I got a camera on my desk. I got that bug zapper shit. I got Bluetooth headphones. Like, look at this. 3 sets of Bluetooth headphones here. I've never opened them because I don't even know how to fucking set those shits up.
Oh, I mean, that's easy enough. You'll be good. But like I find them annoying. Any kind of headphones you have to charge, I get annoyed by.
That
so
too.
I have AirPods, but like they're annoying because like, oh, I got to charge them with the other fucking 87 things I got to charge. And it's like, why am I doing this? We had a perfectly good solution. These fucking wired shits are totally fine. It don't fucking bother me. I could even use them if I'm hitting golf shots. I could even plug some shit into the iPhone, put it in my pocket, run the wire up my shirt, and I'm good. Like, we didn't need some new shit. It wasn't an improvement. It was like a lateral move, you know?
Yep. Yeah. And the one thing that always gets me, I'm always fucking like confused about is on Broadway now. I think the new shit is to like put the microphone like in your forehead. I don't know if you've seen this shit. I don't know.
No, I haven't seen that shit. That's kind of wild.
And it really bothers me because like I'm like, you're Broadway. There's definitely some microphones that like you can put onto your shirt or some shit. Oh, hold on, let me see this shit. And I'm like, it really bothers me that that's the only type of on Broadway. Most performers use custom fit wireless headsets or lavalier microphones hidden in their hair, hats, or costumes. But you can still see this shit right here. Let me just show a picture of this shit because it bothers me. These are the microphones that they use on Broadway. Can't you find a better microphone than that shit? And in the age we live in?
Yeah, what's the argument? Or do they say that if it's in somebody's shirt, it like makes too much noise, like shirt noise?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the argument on the other side of that shit is.
Yeah, I'm tired of like dumb advancements. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
stop just doing different shit for the sake of being different. Like, there's nothing better about this than just having the microphone right in your motherfucking lapel, you know?
Exactly. Or I'd rather by your mouth, but like they had the Book of Mormon guys on like ABC, and they all had that microphone like
Really?
down from their hair. Yeah.
Jeez.
And I was like,
The only thing I could think of is that they say that maybe it'll like lead to less background noise, because sometimes if you wear a microphone like that on your shirt, it could like make noise when you're hitting your shirt, you know?
I guess so, but
Book of Mormon, Good Morning America.
I don't know if I could find a picture, but they all had that shit in their hair, and it was really bothering me because I was like, I would be distracted watching them. Oh, I think there was a bit, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. That shit just bothered me.
Yeah, that's obnoxious as fuck, bro.
I wanted to get your thoughts because before we got on air, I had 5 hot dogs, 5 Nathan's hot dogs easily.
You just ate 5 hot dogs?
5.
Bro, what?
Like and it's the thick shits too. I think I have. Let me see if I could pull this up.
Damn, man, that's crazy. I don't even know if I could eat that many hot dogs.
That's what I was going to ask you. How many hot dogs do you think you can eat?
I feel like the absolute maximum, and even after this, I'd feel like, damn, did I really do that? Would be 3.
3 is your max?
I feel like the actual number I'd eat would be 2, but like if I'm really pushing it, I might eat 3. Damn, son.
5 of those shits, all with a bun too.
Damn, bro.
I think I weirdly have I could do a hot dog eating competition and kind of like make a dent in that bitch. Because I had 5 on a random Monday night with ketchup and mustard on that shit, with the buns, and safe to say I probably could have went back for a 6th or a 7th, but I would have been like struggling to have that shit.
All right, you ready for this? You think you can compete? You ready for this? Joey Chestnut consumed 70.5 hot dogs and buns to win his 17th title at the Nathan's 4th of July hot dog eating contest. The official world record is 76. The unofficial world record is 83 in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's so wild. I mean, I definitely couldn't have 83, but there's always people like they'll have Joey Chestnut, they'll have the Asian dude Kobayashi, then they'll have maybe like one other dude. But then like off to the side, they'll have like 6 or 7 other people. And like,
you think you could be one of those people?
Those motherfuckers, like you look at their scoreboard, they got like 20 on their shit. Like,
you think you can eat 20 fucking hot dogs? No shot, bro. No shot. First of all, let me just state for the record, hot dog burps are some of the nastiest fucking burps of all time. Like every time I eat a motherfucking hot dog and then I burp like 10 minutes later, I'm like, that is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like,
I agree with
and
that.
then you think you eat 20 of those things? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. You would straight up like, you either got to fucking throw up or take a diesel shit.
Yeah.
Like your body's going to be like, I got to get this out. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
your
100%.
stomach might like pop from that shit.
Yeah. No, at 5 right now and looking at this photo, if you put me over a toilet bowl, I could probably throw up a little bit. So yeah, no, to your point, after the fact, like I don't want to touch another hot dog. But while I'm eating them bitches, those shits were on point.
Yeah, see, for me, I'm trying to think like
what's some shit you can eat like mini White Castle sliders or something?
You know what I think if there was some sort of contest, you know what I think I could hold my own in, and this is fucked up. But it's true. Nah, bro, donuts. You
like
give me a
regular glazed donuts.
You give me a fucking donut eating contest, and I feel like I could actually freak that, because donuts are like, while I'm eating them, it almost like shuts off the rational part of my brain, and it shuts off my ability to know when I'm full, because it tastes so good. Your body's just like, enjoy this fucking pleasurable experience of eating it. So I could probably eat a dozen donuts in a sitting and just feel like, damn, that was fucking amazing. You know?
I think I can vouch for that. I think I've seen you eat a donut before. No, like on some no homo shit. Like I think I've seen you eat a donut before, and I was like, he kind of housed that donut. Like I think I've seen you eat like a glazed donut and like take just like diesel ass bites in that shit. And I this could be a false memory, or I could just be making this shit up right now. But I feel like your last bite, like you even use like your pointer finger to like push that shit in your mouth and like make sure the whole donut's in there. And I think I even was like, That motherfucker could eat a donut.
Bro.
Well, yeah,
Bro,
I
I'm
kinda
telling
fuck
you.
with you on that shit.
It's one of those things where no matter if you're eating donuts, it doesn't matter if you have 1, 2, or 3 of those shits.
Uh-huh.
No matter what, when you're done, you're like, I kind of want to have another donut.
It's
I've
like
never,
cotton candies, kind of.
I've never eaten donuts and been like, I'm good on donuts by the end of
Yeah.
it. I always feel like I could just keep eating this. Like, why don't I just keep going? You know?
Yeah.
And that's just because donuts are so fucking good, man. Like some fresh ass glazed Krispy Kremes. Oh my days.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I kind of fuck with you on that. Can you look up real quick what the most donuts eaten is?
yeah. Okay, let's do that. Donut eating contest winning number.
There's not enough Krispy Kremes around us, but I feel like Krispy Kreme fucking trumps Dunkin' Donuts.
James Webb won the most recent Salvation Army National Donut Day Championship by eating.
Hold on, let me get. Oh yeah, no, you
63.
Said
what were you gonna say before I said
yeah,
it?
I probably would have said around that, and I'm like 70 or some shit like that.
For donut holes, the little shits.
Yep.
The same guy holds the world record by eating 350 of them in 8 minutes.
Fuck.
I don't even know how that's possible, bro. That's wild. Because I will say this, my commentary on donuts is for regular, like traditional donuts, the circular shits with the hole in the middle.
Yeah, like a regular glazed looking donut type of shit.
The munchkin ones, the donut holes, I fall off on those. Something about those is like more filling than the donuts I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I think there's more. Yeah, I don't know what it is on the actual munchkins, but to your point, they're more filling than just stuffing a fucking regular ass glazed donut in your mouth.
100%. Somebody in the chat says Kyle can never try cocaine. It's probably true, bro. I mean, I've had uppers before. In college, I had Adderall, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But then, like, trying it as I got older, I was like, this is horrible. It was a total fucking change from, like, feeling like you run the world, like you're fucking locked in, like you're king of the world. You feel like that in college, and then as you get older, when you try it, you're like, damn, this is sort of making me feel, like, anxious and fucking weird, and it's crazy how your body, like, reacts differently at different times, you know?
100%. 63 donuts would definitely give you diabetes in one sitting. That is like.
Did you see, bro? They're saying now Trump probably has diabetes. Did you see this?
No, but I believe it.
Bro, I'm going to talk about it on the show tomorrow. But there's a picture of him when he was at the G7 summit, and if you zoom in, he's got on his finger, he's got the little pricks where they test to see your fucking levels. Ooh. There was the little prick in his finger where they were getting his blood out that bitch. And so I saw some guy who's like expert in it was like, it looks like he's a fucking diabetic, and they're hiding that shit from us too. It makes sense. He's 80 and fat, right? Like when you're 80 and fat, and he's always eating like shit. He never even went through a phase of like, let me try to eat healthy for a little bit. In fact, just in an article last week, they were talking about how he's a late night snacker. He'll get fucking chips. He'll get ice cream. He'll eat that shit at 2:00 in the morning. He'll leave the carton laying on the ground. Like this shit was all in the article, dog. And he's fucking 80 and fat.
I know you don't want to hear this shit, and the chat doesn't want to hear this shit.
He's gonna live forever.
No, but that shit kind of makes him fucking sound relatable as fuck. That like he's just like in his bed at the White House, and he's just like, I want some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream.
Watching Fox News and eating Haagen-Dazs and just fucking like farting and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of.
He's gonna die though, bro. When you're 80, you can't act like 80-year-olds can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like snacking is a young man's game. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, like recently, I've been on a bad streak of like right before I go to bed, I'm like, I'm kind of hungry for some shit.
What's your guilty pleasure?
I mean, it depends on the day and it depends what we got. But like, I had some like extra cheddar goldfish in this bitch the other night. You know, I'm not proud of that shit. But as I was doing it, I was thinking like, nah, man, this is a young man's game. Like, you got to be like fucking 26 and under to snack at night.
Yes.
Like now I'm 38. I eat that bitch, wake up the next morning like, oh shit, I need to loosen my belt a little bit.
Yes.
You know? Like you just wake up like, oh, I see where they're the goldfish right there in my fucking belly, you know, like making me fatter, you know?
Yo, my new shit, if you want, like this is the secret of all secrets, and I'm going to put fucking everybody on game right now. You don't need to be like, if your pants don't fit you and you were a size 32 and now you're a 34 or some shit, you could just leave the button open and still buckle your shit. That's what I've been doing lately because my shits have kind of been tight. So
Like, no,
Oh, wait, you're in the 34 club now? Welcome. I've been in that bitch for a hot minute.
Yeah, I think.
Welcome to the club, bro. I've been 34 for like years, for decades now.
I might even be more than 34, but like,
you're 34. You're 34. Like,
I used to get away with a 31 maybe back in the day.
I mean, for me, it was that when I was like 16, you know?
Yeah.
I want to say when I was like 20, I graduated all the way to 34. And from then until now, I've been 34. But to your point, like, I could definitely wear a 35 in that bitch. I could wear a 36 and tighten that belt a little bit. Yeah, I don't have to. I'm good on 34. It's just a little bit tight, you know?
Because you can get your zipper all the way to the top still, and you just leave the button unbuttoned, and your belt is the fucking carabiner that's keeping your shit together, bro. Like, it's a fucking cheat code. Because I think it started with a pair of pants that I had that the button broke, and I was like, I really fuck with these pants, but my buttons broke. And then I was like, I had a belt on, and I was like, hold on. And I just tightened the belt, and the shits were good money. And I was like, this one. And then it turned into my next pair of pants. Some shit was like tight from just being like my belly being tight. I put the belt on. The problem is, if you ever have to go somewhere formal and you have to tuck your shirt in,
then that's a problem. Yeah,
kind of game over on that shit. Because like,
yeah,
I've had to put my shits on and like ride them up high and really suck in, and then you do
that's
your
not
belt,
comfortable, bro.
No,
see, that would make me have to take a shit if I'm wearing it too tight and up too high. Your body's like, nah. We're not digging this pressure. Go shit. You know,
it's like pushing too much like, pressure on your stomach.
There's nothing funnier than an old man who is very clearly wearing like a belt size that's too tight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He's squeezing hard into like a fucking 36, but like his belly is like a 46.
Yeah.
And that bitch just hanging out over, like it's like a 90-degree shit. His belly, it goes like this, and then his belly goes like
over the
straight out. And then it's like, bro, it's low key for that guy. The hack has got to be just get a belt that's like way bigger.
Yeah.
And then you won't have as like severe a fucking protrusion of your belly. You can let it relax a little bit, and then you'll actually look skinnier even though you're wearing a belt that's like OD bigger, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. No, that's always been impressive. And now that you say that shit, because it's like, I mean, but there is that drop off between your waist and the belly. So if you are good and you get the belt underneath your big ass belly, like you kind of like beating the odds right there.
Bro, I always said, tell me your thoughts on this. I always felt like a guy can get away with having more weight on him if he's also got some big legs. But if you don't have big legs, you almost got to have a small belly, bro. Because there's nothing worse than the twig legs, and then you got the belly popping out.
Yeah.
And like, that's why I'm fucked, because genetically, I got some skinny ass motherfucking legs. Yeah. I got no ass.
But it's not that your belly big, because my belly doesn't get big. It's kind of like my side areas, like these shit.
Oh, yeah, the love handles. I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I mean, same, but it's love handles, and then there's a little bit of the belly area that definitely like comes out a little bit.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't look good. Now, but there's people, though, like I'm trying to say here, like they might have the exact same belly proportions as me, but if your legs are bigger, you get away with that weight more because the weight is more evenly distributed throughout your body.
I can see
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I make this argument, but then if you were to talk to Crystal would be like, no, having big legs like that is a distinctly non-masculine look. So she would say that almost looks a little more feminine to have big legs along with your belly. Like, it's better to just have the skinny legs to look more masculine in that respect. You know what I'm saying?
She thinks the skinny legs are more masculine?
Yeah, because like a feminine shape would be obviously like having breasts, but then also having hips and an ass. And so like, if you're a dude and you got legs, like that's almost sort of having like an ass and some hips. You know?
Yeah.
And so that code's a little bit feminine. But I guess what I'm saying is not even ass and hips, more just like the legs just carrying a little bit of the weight, as opposed to like the worst thing you could have as a dude, which like 90% of guys have, is that body type where like all the weight you gain goes to two places: your fucking belly and your under chin area.
Yeah.
And that's the genes I got, the genes that 90% of guys have. And like low key, it's a fucking curse. You're like, why can't I just like, a lot of times if women gain weight, it's like, oh, my ass got bigger.
Yeah.
It's like, You're so fucking lucky. Why is it just going to your ass? Like none of it's going to your belly. What the
All
fuck?
the women, if there's any women in the chat, they would disagree. I feel like women, like it never goes to their ass, and they're always envious of men because men are the one that like can eat whatever and like they never put on weight, but women like they'll eat and it always goes to I feel like places other than their ass.
I want to say a solid like 30 to 40% of women have the body type where like if they gain a little weight,
It just goes to
it
their
goes
ass.
to the legs, it goes to the hips, it goes to the ass, and
Yeah.
then like a little bit of it goes everywhere else. And like that's a cheat code because like then the more you eat, just the bigger your legs and ass gets, and like the
Yeah,
rest of
I
your
feel
body
like-
looks normal, you know?
Yeah, I feel like women are opposite where it's like they don't get bellies like men do, you know? So to your point, it goes
Yeah, I mean
to their
there's some
asses.
like it's unfortunate when they do because there are plenty of women that get that, but I think like 30 to 40% of women don't really have as many fat deposits in their belly, whereas for guys, like almost all of us, all the weight we gain is just like right to the
Yeah.
belly, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
I know. Yeah, well, regardless of that, if anybody needs that cheat code, there it is. Just unbutton your top fucking shit, and it like it changes your whole outlook on your day. Like, because I've had my shit buttoned like for the whole day, and then I've gone to the bathroom and I'm just like, hold on, let me just leave this shit unbuttoned, and like it's like a fucking weight is lifted off your back. It's like an incredible burden that's just no longer there because you just hit the button and like there's no longer that pressure on like your pelvic area. It's almost like fucking giving birth all day on it for a male.
I low key, I can't believe that you're in the same club as me, bro. The 4 Waist Club. Like,
I know.
welcome.
Well, but here's the thing. I also haven't worn jeans, like jeans, in
in a hot
maybe
minute.
it maybe 2 years.
Wow, damn, that's kind of wild.
Like
That's
I'll
kinda
wear
wild.
some like khaki-ish type of pants sometimes. Like back
You
when I would
probably
go into
mostly
work.
got 32s in your house, right? For your
Probably
jeans,
my whole 31s,
Oh.
32s.
bro. Let me just tell you, from man to man, don't even try to put those shits on.
I know.
You'll
right?
be fucking miserable. You'll be like, oh my god, I used to fit into these.
They do make some jeans. I think I have one pair of jeans I got at Goodwill one time that was made by like this like workout company, and like the waist kind of like expands a little bit. Like it's like it's kind of gangster. Like it's like a
Yeah.
comfy fit, like a
Yeah, like
relaxed
it
type of
gives you
shit.
leeway.
Yeah.
That's
So
brilliant.
those shits are fucking beautiful because I'll put those on and like they fit nice. But I'm like, do you still wear jeans? Like I haven't put jeans
I
on.
do,
from
yeah, I
shit,
do.
and
I do still wear jeans every now and then. Yeah,
I wear
my
more like
34 my 34s fit good though. Like they're not. I'm not like squeezing into them or anything. But I've been
Yeah.
34 for a hot minute. You know,
and you're not
it's
like
kind of crazy.
uncomfortable in jeans.
I mean, they're not the most comfortable. I feel like
Yeah.
business pants are more comfortable than
Yeah,
jeans. You know,
Same.
but like, it's always sad to me when there's like other men who are like older than me who have smaller waists. I'm always like, fuck you. How the fuck? Like, that's fucked up, man. Like, you're older than me and you have a smaller waist. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but they're a fucking bunch of pussies.
You hear
I
that,
had-
all you older men with smaller waists? You're fucking pussies.
You've got anything fucking like smaller than a 34, you're a fucking pussy. I had a screenshot of the Drake thing, but I'll save it for next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was good.
Oh,
We had to
we're
talk about
stopping at 11, so we'll get to super chats now, so we can get through all of them. But I did have it queued up, so I wanted to talk about that fucking bitch ass Drake post.
that. Put it up. Yeah, let's talk
Oh,
about it.
okay.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. So I sent this to Corin the other day, y'all.
Oh, what an
I was like, we got to
insecure
talk about
man.
this on the podcast. Bro, so this is a Drake post. I guess this is on Instagram.
2 million likes on that bitch.
Reasons why I'm single. Number 1, I'm a massive overthinker. Number 2, I care too deeply. That's like when you go for a job interview and they're like, what's your biggest flaw? And you're like, I work too hard.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
I care too deeply.
Oh.
Number 3, I'm a be safe type of guy. Message me when you get home. Have a good night type guy. Number 4, I have so much energy. Number 5, I give my all to people who don't give me half back. Number 6, I would do anything to make someone happy, even if it means I get hurt in the process. Number 7, I need reassurance all the time. Number 8, I'll push you away when I feel the energy isn't reciprocated. Number 9, I love old school romance, and that's just not a thing for our generation. Okay, bro. The first thing I thought when I said this, yeah, Drake acting like he's 17. The first thing I thought when I saw this, I was like, this motherfucker's my age, bro. You cannot be my age and talking like this. Then we looked it up. He's not my age. He's older than me. He's like fucking 41 or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's in his 40s.
He's like the age of LeBron James, bro. Did you see LeBron's picture the other day on Instagram? White ass beard, playing
they're
golf.
fucking pissing me off because they're trying to steal the Knicks thunder
right
now
with their little reunion shit. Yeah, I know.
Like, go away.
But he's 40. Okay, you cannot talk like this if you're a 40-something-year-old man. You can't. Here's my rule: if you're posting this shit, you better be too young to legally drink. You need to be under 21 to post this shit.
Yep.
I'll let you slide if you're 20 and you're insecure and you just went through a bad breakup and you're emo posting. I'm going to let you slide if you're 20 and you're going through some shit. The second you hit legal drinking age, man, I need you to fucking buck up, dog. I need you to get your shit together. You can't be posting like a fucking teenager when you're 41 years old, dog. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. With the selfie with a kissy face. Like that picture on top. Like, if you posted that picture alone, I would be like, yo, dog, how old are you? But that with 9, like, and also if you're going to do 9 reasons you're single, like, just add a 10th on that bitch. Like, there's got to be 10 reasons, like at what point, like, there's got to be 10. Like, why do you have to do the
7.5 reasons why?
And also, like, you're Drake, like, you're also single because you probably banged 7,000 girls, like, every night. Like, that's why you're single too.
Also, what's the shit where he's like, I love old school romance, and that's just not a thing for our generation. Bro, you're not Gen Z. You're fucking almost Gen X. you're like as old as Barack Obama was when he was elected president. You're talking about our generation. Like, what do you mean? You're just slightly younger than the boomer generation. What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
I mean, like, it's always fascinating to just get in the minds of some of these people that like are like deemed so successful that like either they're so insecure or they're so just like need the reassurance of like, I need 2 million people to see this post and tell me like, no, you're not single because you're so famous. Like, he just needs validation from people, to put some shit out like that. And it's just, it's kind of sad.
It's super sad. Like, obviously he's insecure. Obviously he's depressed. He's got like ungodly amounts of money, living in a fucking mansion, popping out fucking like #1 hits. And he's just like miserable, It's very, very disturbing.
Just like what went into him being like, all right, let me list out 9 things. And then like pressing send on that shit. Like, if I'm at his level of fame, anything I put out, I'm going to be like, this shit has to be a banger.
Yeah, this is on some like, there's nobody close enough to him to tell him the truth.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, someone's got to be like
some Trump shit. It's almost like some Trump shit. Like, Trump says wild shit and nobody around him tells him the truth because he made it, he curated it so that they're all like yes men for him. And that's obviously the same with Drake. Drake's got yes men around him where nobody told him like, hey dog, like, don't do that. It's like that, whatever the last one was that he responded to Kendrick, where he was just like talking on that shit and it was just horrible. And he said a line that was like, the Epstein shit was the stuff I expected. Everybody was like, why would you expect Kendrick to compare you to Epstein? Like, bro, what are you doing? Shut the fuck up. Nobody was close enough to him to be like, hey man, like, this is not a good idea. Like, let's go back to the drawing board on this shit.
Yeah. Someone like I don't even want to know what like his friends were telling him about this shit. Like, they were probably giving him reasons why he was single as opposed to like giving him reasons not to post this shit. And the fact that there's 2 million people that like this post, that like did like that's sad too.
So somebody made a good point. Somebody said he's probably coming down off that stuff. I'm going with that theory. That's the only theory that makes sense to me. He was doing some sort of drug. He's withdrawing from that shit. He's feeling all sorts of emotional, and he's like, I got a great idea. I'm going to post this. Like, don't do that. Don't post that ever. Stop.
He's better chill because the feds will get him caught up in some shit, man.
He's not been the same since Kendrick fucking
destroyed him.
Got the whole culture fucking dancing in the club to a song that calls him a pedophile, That's hard to come back from when the whole club and the whole culture is just like, oh, play that song where Drake's a pedophile.
I give my all to people who don't give me half back. Like, Come on, man. You're Drake. Everyone's
also,
giving you fucking half.
What does that even mean? How are you measuring shit?
Yeah.
What do you have your fucking beaker out and measuring what people fucking give you? Like, come on, man. Just relax. Just take it easy, dog.
I feel
Just
bad
take
for
it
this
easy.
dude, man.
Yeah. All right, let's get to some super chats.
Okay. We're done at 11, so don't send in too much if we're.
Mohi, thanks for the $10, man. I also love the friendliness of all foreign fans with Americans and love how Europeans are learning/understanding American things like shopping at Walmart, Costco, ranch, our fast food, barbecue, etc. You know, I was just thinking about this today, bro. Like, our culture kind of sucks when it comes to food because, like, the way we approach food is like, let me just get some shit in my body ASAP and then keep it moving. Whereas other cultures are like, let's sit down, let's talk, let's take it easy. So, like, I feel like our culture is kind of fucked up when it comes to food, but that's just a random thought I had. Appreciate you, Mohit. Thanks, man.
But I also think, like, I'm on the opposite where it's just like, I'm hungry. Let me just eat some shit.
I'm with you on that. Like, listen, I'm American. I'm like a child of this culture completely. You know me. I'm just like you. Fast food all day, every day. Like, I love the taste of that shit. Like, I'll get it. 10 out of 10 times, if I get fast food, that bitch is not making it home. I'm eating in the car right then and there.
Yep.
But, like, on the other hand, though, like, I kind of wish I grew up in a culture that was more like Spanish or Italian where, like, you just eat outside with your family and you're
more appreciative of that
you
shit.
get 2 hours every day where y'all just post up and talk, you know? Like,
Like,
if we were raised in that, we would say that's obviously superior. So, like, a European coming here would have culture shock. Like, wait, I'm supposed to eat alone? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know?
100%.
Mohit, thanks again, bro. What are your thoughts on the World Cup in general? Have you been watching all the games? USA looking pretty good. I'm excited that they can go to the quarterfinals and maybe possibly semifinals. So I have been watching it, and so has Crystal. We've both been watching it, and we're having fun watching it. Again, I don't think this shit should be in the U.S. because we're like fucking a horrible-ass government doing fucked up shit. But outside of that, like, yeah, I think it's phenomenal, and I love the size of the crowds is amazing. I've been rooting for Mexico and Brazil primarily. But yeah, I watched the U.S. games, and they're fucking. They look good, bro. Like, they look really good. Fucking good. Like, genuinely impressive, you know?
Yeah, and I've been watching Messi is just on a different planet, bro. Like, he fucking set the World Cup scoring record. He had 2 goals today.
I saw that.
3
hat trick the other day, yeah.
Imagine just fucking being that god level of your country where it's just like you're that good at he's incredible, man, and he's just fun to watch. And apparently it's shaping up where Argentina is going to play Portugal in like the semifinals or something like that. So like Messi, Ronaldo is like, you know, the iconic 2 fucking soccer players. So it's going to be cool to see both of them play. It's also been cool to see, like, did you see, was it Sweden or there was like a whole country of people that were in Boston and they were like drinking all the beers from the bars. They're like all these like countries are like infiltrating these like different cities. So there was a country that went to Boston and they like went to a Red Sox game. They went to the bars and were drinking all this shit. And now I think it's maybe Norway or somewhere's in New York and they're doing the same thing. Like they're on the subways and they're like doing this like rowing thing that they do. So like, it's been cool to see the different countries come into like the cities and kind of like, they went to Times Square and did the shit.
Yeah. And you know, New York, bro, like there was a huge ass like Brazilian population that came out for the game that was over there. And like, it's just, you know, there's so many different kinds of people in New York that you can get a whole ass fan base just from having any team play there, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like they're going to Times Square. They probably were on the right subway train, but like, don't show up in like Washington Heights or like the South Bronx and try and do your little, you know, countries like fucking rah-rah cheer song because you got to do to fucking.
You know what I loved? Seeing these countries that are tiny as fuck. Like hanging in the shit, like Curacao, that country, Curacao, they got a population of 158,000, and they just got their first World Cup points the other day because they tied.
Yeah, there's like, some shit off
shout out to them, bro.
Portugal too, like Cape Verde or some shit.
Cape Verde, and they tied the other day too, right? And wasn't it 2-2 with somebody? Yeah, like that's impressive, bro. Shout out to them. They're 158,000. That's like a small town here. You know, that's like a tiny city. You know,
facts.
In defense of the genre, thanks for the $5. What do you do when your family member sounds like those people Dean Withers debated on Jubilee? I'm running out of hair to pull out. Keep your distance, bro. I mean, it really is that simple. If you don't vibe, like you don't vibe, you know, you're under no obligation. If they're under no obligation to like say the things to you that you want to hear, you're under no obligation to say to them the things they want to hear. So just like keep a little bit of distance, you know, keep it cordial. You could, you know, if y'all want to talk about the fucking weather or some cartoon shit or some TV show, that's fine. But you know, as soon as it veers into politics, get out that bitch, you know? The glorious King Thrag, thanks for the $5. I figured out who took over after Epstein is Peter Thiel, obsessed with the Antichrist and short-circuited when asked if humanity should live. He's definitely part of the Epstein class. There's no denying that. But there's a big theory out now that it's actually Jared Kushner who's taken over for Epstein, and that Kushner and Ivanka were trying to get an island. An island, where was it? Off the coast of Albania. It was close to Albania, I think. It's technically Albanian territory, and then there was like riots when they realized they were selling the island to fucking Jared Kushner. So people are saying Kushner, but Teal is definitely part of that Epstein class, and he's like one of the people who organizes all these fucking weird cult gatherings with all these other rich, famous people. Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Glad I could help Corin afford to see the Knicks win. Would either of you trade the championship for Kamala winning in 2024? I do it in a heartbeat. I think I have to do that, yeah.
Really?
There's too many people being shoved in concentration camps and too many wars happening and too many innocent people dying. Like, it hurts, but yeah, to have a non-Trump presidency, I would honestly, I would give away, like, I would let people chop off some of my toes. I would actually be like, if we could change history and not have Trump in there a second time, you could chop off some of my toes. I'm fine with
Now
that.
that I have a broken thumb, I know the importance of like random fingers and toes.
So you're like, I'm keeping them shits.
I'm keeping all my shits, and I had too much fun at Game 5, so I don't know if I'll make that trade, MetaHub Matt.
By the way, since you brought that up, let me just say, from when I sprained my left index, I started holding the golf club in a 9-finger grip, and I'm still doing it. I liked it so much, I'm still doing it. I haven't gone back to my interlock grip. My finger feels better, but it's still not 100%. It's like maybe 90% better, 95% better. So it's like a little sore. It doesn't like to bend fully. But like I'm still like, let me do a 9-finger grip. And like I feel like my swing speed went up from gripping it like that as opposed to my interlock grip. So like hurting my finger actually kind of helped my golf game a little bit in a weird way. Does that make sense? Because I came up with my own grip now, 9-finger grip.
It's kind of gangster.
It is, right? Sabby Cat, thanks for the $14. Kyle, I thought of a new nickname for you. From now on, you'll be known as Captain Cinnabon. It's because you said you had a fragrance that smells like cinnamon, hearts, and a hint of vanilla. Haha. Yeah, which one was that? I'm trying to think of which fragrance that was. Liquid Brune, maybe? It might have been Liquid Brune. That shit is good. That shit is very good. Crystal likes that one a lot, too. That one's a crowd pleaser. So it's called Liquid Brune French Avenue. Check it out, guys. You won't regret it. It's cheap. It's like a knockoff technically, but it's almost exactly like the expensive one. So definitely check that out. Appreciate you, Sabby.
Thanks, Sabby.
Cartoon, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on the Knicks' invite to the White House, and will certain players bail out like Jalen Hurts did when the Eagles went last year? Yeah, so I saw that. Here's my reading of the situation. I'm curious what Corin thinks. I think Dolan just blurted out on a radio show like, yeah, we're all going to the White House. I don't think he talked to them. I don't think he asked them. I don't think there was any sort of permission about shit. We know Dolan's an asshole. We know he's like a typical billionaire prick who just like makes decisions and forces everybody. Yeah, I know. Like that's how much of an asshole he is, that he tried to disrespect Mamdani in front of a crowd that loves Mamdani and hates him. So like, terrible. I think when Dolan said that on that radio show, I think the Knicks didn't know.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And so I don't act, I think either none of them are going to go, or a lot of them are not going to go, but some of them are going to go. Like, I really don't see a scenario where they all go and they're all like polite. I can't imagine that. And if that is the case, I'll be very upset.
I think they're going to go. I think they're going to go and put like a sour face on, but they're going to be there. Just because some of the quotes I've started to see them come out with have been like, yeah, like I don't know what the exact quotes are, but basically,
respect the office type shit.
That type of shit.
Yeah,
you know. And I think they're going to say they're doing it for their owner, and they're doing it for, you know, I would do it if whoever was in office type of shit.
See, this is where they need to realize, like, if all of you stick together, you guys have control.
Yeah.
Because if every one of you was like, we're not going, there's nothing he could do. Say, okay, fire all of us. We don't care. It's literally every one of us is not going to go. There's nothing he could do. At
the end of the day, like, I mean, you work for yourself, but like, there's still that you work for the guy, you know, like, and that's your boy, his boy.
But this is the benefit of like unionization. And if all of them stick together and say, we're all not going, then there's power in numbers, right? Yeah. Like, I agree with you. If it's only because we know Josh Hart hates Trump. We know that. He's tweeted about it. If only Josh Hart goes, I'm not going. Then Dolan goes, oh, really? Yeah. Like, he'll do some shit. He'll get back at you, right? Yeah. But if every one of them, if Kat and fucking Jalen and Josh Hart go, we're not going, what are you going to do, bro? You're going to trade everybody? Go ahead, trade everybody. Tell them why. Tell them because they don't want to go kiss the ass of a fascist in the White House, you know? But yeah, I hope they don't go. If they do, I'll be upset about that.
Because they'll be the first NBA team to go see Trump in the White House. If
That's
this
right.
is,
That's right.
Which is crazy. I saw that stat.
So
I was
crazy.
Like, damn, like no one has been there, which I respect.
Yeah, shout out to all the other teams that were like, fuck you. Like, shout out to all of them. Shout out to Steph Curry. Shout out to fucking OKC. Shout out to what's his
the
face?
Bucks, Giannis and them.
The Bucks. Well, he was 2020, right? I think it was 2020. So I think that was Biden. Or no, it may have been Trump, depending on.
Or maybe LeBron. Might have been one of LeBron's.
Well, LeBron was
teams
2016. He won. So yeah, it could have been. I don't know.
And the Lakers too. He won.
He won with the Lakers.
Year.
No. The Lakers was 2020. Maybe Bucks was 2021 or 2019. 2019 probably.
Oh, the Denver Nuggets said no too.
Oh, the Denver. Okay, yeah. Basically, everybody said no.
Yeah.
During Trump's first term. Yeah. And now there's even less of an excuse because he's even worse this time. You know.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Like I could have seen if in 2017 if you were like, all right, fuck it. But now it's like, fuck that.
Yep.
Glorious King Thrag, thanks for the $5. Kyle, why are you so quick to trust/ride for Ashley St. Clair? Says she has texts and doesn't reveal them because she's cryptic about the election. I've seen the texts, so there's that. I've actually seen them. How about that? That's why I trust her.
There you go.
Shout Guy, thanks for the $5. Who's worse, Liz Truss, who resigned after 49 days, or Keir Starmer, who banned Hassan, labeled Palestine action terrorists, and arrested protesters? Well, I mean, it's a great question. Honestly, if you were to do it's kind of hard to judge because Keir Starmer did so much more shit because he's been in there for longer. So probably Keir Starmer's worse, but if Liz Truss had the same amount of time in office, she definitely would have been worse. She was in there for so short because she basically destroyed the economy casually and then was like, oops, and then got kicked the fuck out that bitch. So, I mean, Starmer is worse, but that's probably more because of the fact that he had more time. If Truss had the same amount of time, she would have been. So there's your answer.
Thanks, Jeff.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Rights can be revoked with due process of law. 14th Amendment, right to liberty, jail, property, asset forfeiture, life, DP, vote incarceration / mental incompetence. Yeah, I mean, that's true. And, I can understand if it's like you're convicted by a jury of your peers and you committed a heinous crime, that in that scenario, you lose some of your rights, of course. But, the bar's got to be very high to lose any of your rights. And obviously the way it works now is way too, like you said, civil asset forfeiture is just like literally legalized robbery by cop. But if a cop pulls you over and is like, I'm going to take your fucking money, they could just take it. And you're like, what? It's like, yeah, they're allowed to do that. All they have to do is say, oh, it was going to be used to commit a crime or it's from a crime. And then you're fucked. So yeah, that's fucked up. Sonic Singularity, thanks for the $5. The reflecting pool, man. How does this guy make everything he touches worse? It looks like it would have killed Jenny long before the end of the movie would have. The reflecting pool is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen. Yeah. The guy who he got to do the fucking thing is like a mobster, like the definition of a fucking pay-to-play mobster guy, that it was like a corrupt no-bid contract. And now it's greener than the fucking grass next to it. It's a total mess. And now he's lying and blaming
it or something.
No, he's lying about that.
Oh,
he's pretending
really?
like, oh, everybody, these people are vandalizing it. No, your fucking guy did a shoddy ass job. The work fell apart immediately, and now you're trying to blame other people because of your fucking dumbass decision of who to pick to fix it. So it's classic Trump. He made it worse, just like with the Iran war. Like he did the stupid Iran war, made everything worse. That's what he does. He just makes shit worse all the time. Ryan, thanks for the $10. Can we talk about how Democratic Machine uses racism against progressive challengers? Incumbent Espaillat has surrogates claiming Daria Liza is Haitian, using it as a slur, even though she's Dominican. Yeah, that's like they're playing on xenophobia and tribalism, right? If it's a very Dominican district and they're like, this person's Haitian, then the voters are more likely to be like, wait, I thought they were Dominican. What the hell? They're Haitian? That's not me, So they're leaning on xenophobia and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But Zoran endorsed a whole bunch of candidates, and I would say the majority of the candidates he endorsed are probably going to win because New York City loves fucking Zoran, Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Thanks, Ryan.
AJ, thanks for the $5, man. Corin's never taking off that hat. Laugh my ass off. Yes, that's right. He is never taking that hat off, and God bless him for it.
I've been wearing it a lot. And now they sell like Knicks championship hats. My friends were saying at Costco and stuff like that. So like, there's a lot of paraphernalia out there.
Exactly. Whatever that was. Paraphernalia. The word paraphernalia. RSN, thanks for the $5. I'd pay to see Corin fight wind turbine so we can get money to fix his AC.
I'll get fucked up by a wind turbine.
That guy Jack, thanks for the $10. German and English pub food are criminally underrated. Well, German, what are you gonna have? Wiener Schnitzel?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like, it's
German
like,
shit is sort of sketch, and then English pub. I'll grant you that like some fish and chips could be banging as fuck, but like outside of that, I'm not having no fucking shepherd's pie. Some fucking.
I could get down on a shepherd's pie, like some meat and potato type of shit.
I can maybe get down on a sausage roll a little bit, but like, don't English pub. Like, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. And the German shit, like, how many ways can you have meat?
Yeah,
They have meat on their meat.
I would like if you wanted
pretzels, you know.
That's what I'm saying. If you wanted to say like underrated, like we could have maybe give you a pass, but to say that shit is criminally underrated, there's so much other shit that's criminally underrated, not German and Irish, English pub food.
Facts.
But still love you.
Thank you, Cyan. Appreciate the $5. D-Dubs, thanks for the $5. 4 more weeks until the U.S. becomes a Mad Max hellscape. Let's fucking go. Talking, of course, about when we run out of all of our extra oil. That's going to be gonzo when we blow through the strategic reserve. So, yes, looks like the strait's not open either. So, good. Oh, somebody just scored. Senegal, I think, just scored.
Who are they playing?
Norway. So, it's 3-2. Norway's still up 3-2.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, but there's only like 7 minutes left, so we'll see.
Wait, so we went to war, and then basically we're just like, we're going to give you $300 billion to clean this shit up now?
It's a little more complicated than that. We're giving them back their own money that we stole through sanctions, and the $300 billion is technically like an investment fund that like other countries invest in Iran. We're allowing other countries to invest in Iran when we've cut them off from the global economy to this point, right? So it's a little more complicated than that. But yeah, I mean, you kind of get the gist of it, that like we started a war, we lost, and now we just have to give them a bunch of shit in order to get them to open up the Strait of Hormuz. And even so, Trump is still fucking it up because he can't help but threaten them in the midst of the peace talks. And then they're like, okay, well, then we're shutting the Strait of Hormuz again.
And so,
yeah, now it's still shut. So, Paul Sox, thanks for the $5. Kyle, you've glazed Joe Rogan, Hassan Piker, and now Hunter Biden. Holy Jezebel, holy harlot. Have not glazed Joe Rogan probably since what, Corin? When did I turn on him fully?
You've been off him for a minute.
2021, 2, something like that. I don't remember, but it was a long time that 100%. I've been shitting on Hassan. I love Hassan. That's my boy. Hunter, I kind of love Hunter too, man. Hunter's my boy. Shout out to Hunter Biden. Sherman, thanks for the $10. As stands of MSG, have any of you heard of Fish or thought about seeing a show? Aside from the Knicks, I'd say they're the next ones who own MSG. Consider seeing a New Year's Eve show. Is that Ryan Grimm? Is Ryan Grimm in my chat under the @Shermith thing? Because Ryan Grimm is a big Fish fan.
Yeah, I know Fish.
But no, I'm not a big Fish guy. I haven't, I never really was a big listener of their stuff.
I've said in the past that I've listened to that song "Gotta Jaboo." It was pretty good.
Yeah, you know me, man. I'm pretty ardent with my music taste.
Same.
Like, I'm a big R&B guy, a big hip hop guy, and a big pop guy. And anything that's sort of outside of that, I have an ear every now and then for like a rock song or some shit, but like it's much more rare than my main genres. You know what I'm saying?
I have heard though that that it is a good New Year's Eve show. You take like some psychedelics and go see that shit. But someone just died at MSG apparently. I think
I saw that falling off the top shit. Right? Yeah, that's right.
Fucking scary shit because I've always been worried about people falling at basketball games and stuff like that.
See, I'd be more likely to fuck with like one of those fucking Billy Joel concerts.
Yeah, Billy Joel also. Yeah,
I can fuck with a Billy Joel concert. You know what? Who else I love? Who doesn't perform anymore? But I fuck Phil Collins, man. He had some bangers back in the day. He's sort of criminally underrated. Did you see that video of Rod Stewart singing in Utah and he needed fucking oxygen in between singing?
No,
you saw that shit?
No.
He's up there 80 years old singing his song, Young Hearts Be Free Tonight. And then he's like, come over here. And he's like, hitting the fucking oxygen. But somebody was saying it's at altitude, so like, that happens to a lot, of people. But I don't know. When you're 80, man, like, let's sort of wrap this bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he needs to.
You can retire. You can retire. You can let it go.
Yeah.
Jack Rue, thanks for the $5, man. Vanilla ice cream is slept on because you can flavor it with any juice or even root beer. You can't do that with other flavors. Jack, I am fact checked by Patriots. True. You're 100% correct. I love me some vanilla ice cream. When I was a kid, I was all about that chocolate life, but I ate so much chocolate ice cream that it ended my fucking love affair with chocolate. And as an adult, I've always been more of a vanilla guy and a strawberry guy than a chocolate guy. And you're right. Here's the crazy thing. You could even just have vanilla ice cream on its own and it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a blank slate and allows you to fucking put whatever the fuck else you want on it, can't beat it. Can't fucking beat it.
I will counter and just say there are other flavors you can get funky with. Like you could throw cookies and cream
and get weird with it with some root beer on that shit or something like that. Like it's obscure, but vanilla ice cream is the base that like you could just get weird. So it is that clean slate. And to Kyle's point, you could have that shit bare bones. And Lil Wayne said it the best, man. Vanilla ice cream. She said, "Oh, my favorite."
Fran guy, thanks for the $20. Yo, I tried to tell Kyle about this last week, but I got auto-corrected. There's a vid from EWU body cam that shows a crazy Nazi groiper that was getting investigated by the FBI. Look up EWU mom realizes FBI follows her son. Follows her son. Okay.
What's
I'll check
EWU?
that out after the show. I don't know.
Hmm.
But I see EWU body cam. This refers to the federal case of 19-year-old Lucas Nevchurlian from Edgewood, Florida, whose story was detailed in a viral documentary, EWU body cam. His mother, it's a documentary. His mother realized federal agents were monitoring his Instagram account after discovering the extent of his online threats. Jesus Christ. Violent threats and extremist rants online. Incel revolution soon. When confronted by his mother, he dismissed his behavior as just jokes. Jesus Christ. Congrats, Nick. This is what you brought on the world, bro. Cyan, thank you for the $5. Congrats to the Knicks from OKC. Good series. With how dirty Wemby and the Spurs were, is it time for the Thunder apology tour? I hate to say it, brother. Thank you for the congratulations. We appreciate it. Your team is phenomenal, as you know. He does flop a lot, though, dog.
Yeah,
like,
it's not
really
an apology.
Does.
Yeah.
Nah, he really does. Like, it's not just... And by the way, I was a big Thunder defender, but it was in this playoff run that I really noticed. Somebody put together a compilation of him falling after shots, Shea falling after shots, and he just does it a lot, man. Like, it's just a lot. So, like, I don't think there's an apology due, but... I mean, he is a dirty player, though. Like, Wemby's definitely a dirty player. So y'all were right about that part, you know?
Yep. And Chet shit the bed.
True. Josh, thanks for the $10. Commenting on last week's show, Corin, my bro, you don't need to justify going to the Knicks game. You're providing us a service here, so use those money shits for whatever you want.
I told you that shit went on a credit card, so I didn't even say I spend my fucking super chat money on that shit. So everyone can fuck off saying that I went to the Knicks game with your super chat money.
I think everybody understands that when your daughter is named Knicks,
Yeah,
the fandom is sort of on a different level. You know, like you kind of get grace. Like that's something you're gonna spend money on, and you're always gonna remember that day. You know,
facts. I had to be there for that shit.
Roblife, thanks for the $5. A dumb AI JD Vance video showed up in my algo trying to make him look cooler than he really is based on his dumb curly hair memes. It felt very forced. They're trying, bro. They're trying to force feed this motherfucker hard, but you know what? Nobody's buying it. The only way JD becomes president is if Trump dies. There's no way he's just going to win an election on his own. Not a chance.
I had this to talk about too, but this was just...
Oh, he got snubbed. Oh, dinky.
He just looked so silly in this moment, man, and it was just like...
Because Trump is out there saying, like, maybe I'll kill him. Maybe I'll bomb him in Switzerland. Yeah. And then JD Vance shows up like everything's fine. And the Iranians and the Qataris are like, fuck you, kind of, you know?
Yeah. And like, he just doesn't have the same... Like, I feel like people in a weird way always show respect to Trump because they're maybe a little scared of him. But Vance has none of that gangsterness that, like, that they're just going to... It was great how they did him there.
Facts. Thank you, Roblife. Alex, thanks for the $5. Kyle, would you ever consider smoking weed now that it's coming to Virginia? Didn't I tell everybody? Me and Crystal went through a phase where we tried to get back into it, and it lasted maybe 3 or 4 times, and we were like, the first 2 times we're like, okay, all right, this is kind of cool. By the 3rd and 4th, we were like, you know what, this is not for us. Yeah. So yeah, it was. Yeah, it just doesn't. It's not my. It's just not my thing. Jeffrey, thanks for the $5. Hey guys, Kyle, other content creators like Brian Tyler Cohen and David Pakman have written novels. Would you ever consider being an author yourself? If I were to ever write anything, it wouldn't be a novel. It would be, you know, like a nonfiction book about politics, you know? So there's your answer, I guess. Appreciate you, Jeffrey. Icarus the Defiant, thanks for the $20. Curious what your opinion is on Ground News. Waj has promoted it unpaid as a tool he uses, which supports left-wing allies. Park Rose Permaculture has criticized it as an AI tool / left-wing creators for sponsoring it and not disclosing. Well, you guys know me. I've never done an ad read. I never will do an ad read. I'm very proud of that fact. You guys support the show from the ground up, and we have the default ads on YouTube, and that's pretty much it. So that's my model. Having said that, I can see some people liking it as a tool, like one of those websites that tells you like this one skews left, this thing skews right, this thing comes from a centrist outlet. So I can see some people, Waj is an honest guy. I'm sure if he said that, he actually uses it, but yeah, I don't know. Some people are going to have most people are going to have a different approach, and they're going to take some ads from some companies that they like. And so that's their prerogative if they want to do that.
Thanks.
Oh,
thanks for the $5. I work at a grocery store. A kid asked for Canito.
No, a Nee-doh.
Nee-doh?
Yeah, I think
And I
spelled it
legit
wrong, though.
thought they were asking about Grave Lord Nee-doh from Dark Souls. LOL. Cheers, guys. Yeah, man.
the kids were probably so confused if you actually like responded that to them.
Yeah, the world's passing us by. This is what happens as you get older. You go, wait, what? What the fuck's happening? What do you need? What do you want? What does that mean? I still remember trying to figure out fucking 6'7".
Yeah.
I was like, shut the fuck up with your 6'7". It's not even. There's like Gen Alpha humor is like very absurdist. It's very like, and not absurdist in the way that we like. Absurdist, like more absurd than our style of absurdist comedy.
It just
where like it
doesn't
just doesn't sort of make any sense. There's like no sense, and you're just like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, but isn't it good? And it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Yeah, our shit, at least there was some line of like reasoning that made sense a little bit.
Chappelle Show, Key and Peele, like those sorts of skits, like that sort of humor. That's the shit we like,
Yeah.
Michael Wells, thanks for the $5. YouTube hid you from most watched channel section on the homepage, along with the rest of my political content. Corin's World was still there, though. Wow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no, I've felt like for a while that I'm on some sort of weird algorithm, but I guess YouTube goes through waves. Sometimes they're like, hey, allow the politics stuff. And then other times they're like, ban it or like hide it, So I guess this is one of those down moments. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Michael.
Dominic, thanks for the $6. Hello to the Democratic campaign staffer in 2040 going through old episodes, digging for dirt on Kyle because he's suddenly leading the primary polls. That is quite a fantasy y'all got out there, man, but appreciate that. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Connor, thanks for the $20. I was rewatching your debate with Razorfist on DP recently. I've always wondered if you requested to do that debate or did they ask you to do it, since both of you were recurring guests on the show. They reached out to me. TJ Kirk reached out to me and asked me to do it, and I don't remember, much of the conversation, but eventually I was like, yeah, okay, fine, that's cool. And the big reason I won is this little thing called prep. I actually took it seriously and prepped, and he didn't, and the rest is history,
Thanks, Connor.
CK Progressive, thanks for the $20. Kyle, can you invite Annie Andrews and Charles Booker on KKF? Both are running for Senate in South Carolina and Kentucky. Dems have best chance to flip those seats. Lindsey Graham needs to lose. Motherfucker's been in office since the 94 midterms. Here, let me just write down Annie Andrews.
Has he actually been in since 94?
Charles Booker. Yes, he's been in government forever. Yeah, man. Charles Booker, Crystal knows him. Crystal knows him personally. So, yeah, that one could probably be set up for sure. Annie Andrews, not sure, but we could try. But, yeah, man, it'd be amazing to flip those seats. I don't know if you guys saw, but Richard Ojeda is like 3 points down in his district, which was supposed to be a district nobody had any business winning as a Democrat. He's only like 3 points down in his district. So there's going to be a wave, bro. It's going to be a wave, and there's going to be a lot of people you weren't expecting to get in there that are the real deal. It's going to be fun.
Thanks, CK.
Snaggle Crash, thanks for the $10. Text received 5:01 p.m. Got your request, boss. No can do. It's my right to remind you to kindly take a train to Shut the Fuck Upsville. Mexico about to build a wall to keep us out. Yeah. Did you see this, Corin? That
no.
They made it so you don't have to answer your boss when you're not on the clock anymore in Mexico. So if you work 9 to 5 and it's 5:01 and your boss texts you do this or that, you don't got to respond to that shit.
Yeah, but that's like one of those unwritten rules. Like when I used to be in the fucking corporate world, and it would be like, your boss would send you an email at 9 o'clock at night, and you're like, if I don't respond to this shit, she's gonna be like, why didn't you respond to this shit? Or if you respond tomorrow at like your normal time of 10 a.m., they're gonna be like there's gonna be someone who responds at 9:01 that they're gonna be like, all right, I fuck with that person more. That person's like more reliable. Where if you're the person that's like, I'm not responding till tomorrow morning when I'm in office. So like, yes, I'm sure that shit is passed, but no one's fun to follow.
Here's the thing though. You and me are both biased by American culture.
Yeah.
And that's our culture, is like, we got to get the shit done. We got to be on top of it. Let's go, go, go. But it's not like that everywhere, man.
No, I know. Molly
And
says
now,
like
if they make it a
European
law,
countries. Yeah,
yeah, now if they make it a law in Mexico, everybody's going to be like, oh, bet, I'm not fucking answering that shit.
I guess.
And so it's just a different approach to life, and one that I
Yeah.
think probably makes people happier, you know?
It's the same. Yeah, like in Europe, I think they have like their vacations. Like they'll fucking like they don't even look at the
All of
computer
August.
for like months or something.
All
Yeah,
of August. They'll take
Yep.
all of August off. Like adults basically have a summer vacation like the kids do at school.
facts.
You know?
Yeah, it's just wild.
AJ, thanks again, bro. Kyle, have you seen new Polls Max odds about the Texas general election? Has Abbott at an 89% chance to win and Paxton at 86% to beat Tallarico. MAGA using it to dunk on us, but Polls Max also has Collins beating Plattner, so I don't know if they're reliable. They are 100% not reliable if those are the numbers that they're going with, because it's more like 86% fucking Collins loses.
Oh,
and
wow.
Tallarico's got what I saw was a poll. It was basically like 50-50. Like the betting odds were like 50-50 for a hot minute. I don't know if they've changed, but Tallarico's got a good chance. I don't know about Pax. I don't know about Governor Hot Wheels, but we'll see. We'll see. But no, the actual numbers are way better than that. So I wouldn't even take those numbers seriously right now.
Thanks, AJ.
VT, thanks for the $5. Going to hook up with the best girl I ever met off Tinder, driving 5 hours. Wish me luck, fellas. She might be the one. Well, shout out to you, bro. I hope that all goes smoothly. I know what it's like to make some long ass drives to go see about a girl, and I did that myself. So that's
good
what's
luck,
up,
bro.
dude.
Keep us posted next week on how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. Two-door co-op Coop. Thanks for the $20. I think he's supposed to say Coop, but he wrote co-op. That's kind of funny, right?
In his username, two-door Coop.
Yeah. Thanks for the $20. Vermin Supreme 2028.
His name might be like Cooper or some shit too.
Could be. Yeah, that'd be clever if that's what his name is.
Probably not.
I think I'm gonna have other candidates that take precedence over Vermin Supreme, but appreciate the $20. Very kind of you.
Thanks, Cooper.
AJ, thanks again, man. Question for both of y'all. Now that basketball season is over, is there another sport you pivot to during your free time? I know Kyle loves golf, but do y'all watch any baseball, for example? I do not. I'm not a big baseball guy. I haven't watched baseball regularly in a while. See, the problem for me is I always love watching golf. I always love watching basketball. The other thing I dabble in from time to time is hockey.
Mm-hmm.
So this time of year is sort of a down year. Outside of the golf, there's not much for me. So what me and Chris will do is probably hit up a show. We'll have a show that we'll start watching. I know House of the Dragon just released their new season, or the first episode of the new season. We haven't watched it yet, but we're going to watch that shit for sure.
I watch a little baseball. I pick it up more when it gets closer to playoff time. But now that the World Cup is on, Kyle and I are watching World Cup, so that's been fun.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But summertime,
it's literally on right now, and I forgot about
it. But summertime, yeah, I'm just busy like bringing the kids to the pool and shit like that. But baseball, a little bit here and there, I'll try to keep up with.
Molly had a jiu-jitsu tournament on Father's Day, and Corin on Father's Day had all 4 of the girls, and he had to take care of all that. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Josh, thanks for the $10. Also, how do you feel about signature delivery packages? I was on the phone with FedEx trying to give the AI answering thing my tracking number, but it kept getting the number wrong and hung up on me. What the fuck? That seems bad. I really don't like this move towards automation for everything. I don't like this move towards AI shit for everything. I think we're going to find out that everybody hates it, and there might be like a backlash against it,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of signature delivery packages, though, because it's at like the driver's discretion of like, if they knock loud enough, because I've been like home times and they've like haven't knocked loud enough. Yeah. And like they leave the note on the door and it's like, we'll try again tomorrow. And you have to fucking wait around all day to like make sure they come back tomorrow. Like that shit pisses me off sometime with the signature shit.
Yeah. I can understand it when the thing is very expensive. I understand it. But outside of that, it's like, nah, it's annoying. Martin, thanks for the $10. Sometimes I think that Marco Rubio secretly cries himself to sleep, seeing that the U.S. doesn't own Cuba and the elite Cuban exiles in Florida lost all their control over the Cuban people. I 100% think that's correct. And he's clearly miserable with Trump even pretending to maybe try to get peace with Iran. He clearly wants to keep bombing the shit out of them.
He was sitting next to the FIFA president at one of the games, and I was just like, "Why are you there, Marco?"
Yeah, like, don't you have more important shit to do? Aren't you waging like 78 different wars, you disgusting fuck?
Whenever these guys are at sporting events, I'm like, yeah, to your point, I'm like, there's other shit you could be doing.
Crystal says this all the time about Trump. Like, this motherfucker is going everywhere, doing everything, and it's like, you're president. You have more free time than us, and we're fucking YouTubers, bro.
Yeah.
You know? Gorilla, thank you for the $5. Kyle, thoughts on Greenwald and Dorr criticizing you for saying worst Democrat is better than the best Republican, essentially calling you blue MAGA. They are wrong. I am right. I notice Jimmy Dore is useless. I mean,
He's gone.
he basically is a Trump fucking ball sucker. Everybody knows that. Greenwald still has some hope. Greenwald every now and then will, like he did a whole Jubilee debate where the position he was taking is like basically Donald Trump is fucking worse than Joe Biden and he's more corrupt than Joe Biden. And so like he sort of had a little reversal on us lately where for a long time he was harping on the Democrats as being the worst. And now he's sort of saying the right things. So he's still got some hope in him. But look, man, it's fucking true. It's fucking true. Gone are the days where like I hyper focus on the disagreements that I have with Democrats and like let the Republicans slide on shit. No, I need to look at this bitch like it's a fucking math problem. And like who actually agrees with me more on shit and who agrees with me less. And I'm going to put the correct onus on both of those things. I'm going to hammer away on the shit I disagree with more. And the fact of the matter is, when you talk about the Republican Party as an entity, it is not a political party. It's a terrorist organization. It's a fascist, imperialist, terrorist death cult. And so for them to not agree with my statement means they haven't fully internalized that the Republican Party is a terrorist death cult. They want death. They want destruction, on self-dealing and corruption. They're actively trying to destroy the world. They're trying to make everybody's life worse off. They're trying to take away people's health care. They're trying to lower their wages. They're trying to give everything to the Epstein class. They're racist. They're misogynist. They're every negative thing you could think of. They're letting a literal fucking pedophile cult get away with all of their pedophile crimes. Every negative thing you can think of, that's what they are. And the fact of the matter is that I don't know if either one of these dudes would ever say is they were fucking wrong with their whole, Trump is more anti-war than Kamala Harris, right? With, he's more anti-establishment than Kamala Harris. My fucking ass cheeks. Kamala was 1,000 times more anti-establishment than Donald Trump. She wouldn't be bombing fishermen in the fucking Caribbean and in the Pacific. She would have never carpet bombed a fucking Iranian girls' school. She would have never done insane self-dealing. She would have never robbed all of Venezuela's oil and gold and put it in a private bank account that she has control of in Qatar. She would have never done any of this fucking insane shit. And I think deep down they probably know that, but they're not being honest enough with you to admit that. And that's the thing that's frustrating, is that I'm only saying that shit because it's true and everybody knows it. That say whatever the fuck you want. If you're talking about Joe Manchin versus fucking Donald Trump, it's Joe Manchin 10 out of 10 times. 10 out of motherfucking 10 times. Because you know what Joe Manchin, for all of his motherfucking flaws, would not do? He would not kick 20 million people off fucking Medicaid, right? Like, he's taken some bad votes, but he's voted 50% with Democrats and 50% with Trump. That is way better than 100% with Donald Trump. That's just a fact. It's one of those like uncomfortable facts because like there's a lot of shit Manchin does that is fucking horrible. But all we're talking about here is, to steal the quote from Nina Turner, would you rather eat a full bowl of shit or a half bowl of shit? There's a fucking answer to that question. It's a gross thing to do to eat a bowl of shit, but gun to your motherfucking head, you got to eat one of them. Which one you eating, bitch? And we know the answer to that, right? So it's just a fact, bro. They can mold it, but it's just a fact. QC man, thanks for the $5. New York State primary day tomorrow. Pretty sure Lander will beat Goldman, but if you live in Richie Torres' district, go out and vote for Michael Blake. Yes, indeed. I would say go vote for the whole fucking Bernie Sanders, AOC, Zoran Mamdani slate of candidates, and there's a bunch of them out there, and they all deserve your support. Appreciate you, QC man. Keith Black, thanks for the $5. You ever find yourself thinking you've mapped out the twisted depths of the MAGA psyche only to watch another Jubilee vid drop? Bro, there's nothing that makes me more of a doomer than listening to MAGA people talk on Jubilee, because you realize like, these people live among us, man. Like, they live among us. You could play irrefutable evidence for them about something, and they're just like, nah. It's like, what does that mean? Like, you're wrong, and I've proven it. No, I don't care. I'm right. Yeah. It's like, well, what? What is that? Roblife, thanks for the $5. Justice Plutocrats. Is that supposed to be a play on Justice Democrats? Because I don't know, man. Maybe. It's kind of weird. We fuck with Justice Democrats. We like him. The Luis Celaya, thanks for the Luis Celaya, thanks for the $5. Top 5 Pixar movies. Doesn't have to be in order. Also, we need Dark Woke Commander Kyle on a Jubilee video against 20 MAGA hogs. That is not fucking happening. That is definitely not happening, because watching what Dean went through was fucking horrifying. Top 5 Pixar movies. I don't know, Corin. What would you say? Let me get a list.
I mean, Toy Story's got to be up there. I don't remember much of the Toy Stories, but I definitely want to see Toy Story 5. I liked Up. I think Up is Pixar.
All right, let's see.
Despicable Me.
All right, so I'm
Minions?
gonna go. I might throw a curveball at you real quick, dog.
Mhm.
Inside Out.
That was
Inside
a
Out
good
is a
one.
banger. So I'm going number one, Inside Out. Maybe go Toy Story. That's all I got though, because the
You
rest
know,
of these I'm
just
not. I haven't
Pixar.
seen Coco. I haven't seen Up. I haven't seen
Well,
The Incredibles. I think I saw Ratatouille.
Hoppers
But-
was pretty good. I saw that shit. That was actually like pretty progressive. They're like trying to build a new they're trying to like get rid of like the water reserve to like put shit in, and like the beaver goes and saves the day. Oh, Monsters Inc. I haven't seen that shit, but that's a classic. Cars is in there. The Incredibles, people swear by The Incredibles. So there are some good ones.
Facts. The Worgenman, thanks for the $10. There's a part in the Bible where a woman says to Jesus, "Bless you and the womb that bore you, good teacher." And he turns around and says, "Why do you call me good? Only God is good." Like the only thing. I think he continues from there and posts another one.
Yeah.
That is perfect is the feeling of unconditional love that is God. All actions, thoughts, words are judged against that. And when societies drift from that unconditional love feeling, you see things get, probably says worse. In Israeli society right now, mercy and love toward enemies is seen as wrong, and maximum cruelty are seen as right. People snap in line because the shame is so brutally harsh, so they follow orders.
That's all I think he's got.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. When you label the other side as like vermin, then that gives you license to treat them like they're not human, and that's sort of what we've seen. It's the classic dehumanization thing that we've seen. And it's very fucking dangerous. It's very fucking dangerous. And then like they get to the point where they'll say, like, Ben Gvir came out and said, like, Lebanon will burn or something like that. And it's like, do you hear yourself? Like, do you know how other people perceive you when you talk like that? And I don't think he does. I don't think he does, because in his context, from his moral framework, he feels like, well, this is obvious, you know? But shout out to you, man. Appreciate you as always.
Yeah, thank you, Workman.
Mr. Feeney, thanks for the $20. Kyle, you mentioned in a recent video about how most right-wingers are anti-science. I agree with you, and I want to know what's the proper rebuttal when they bring up the whole only two genders in biology as some kind of gotcha. Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. There are two sexes. There are two sexes. But I guess, you know, intersex is sort of a mix of the two, and that exists, and there's like a spectrum of that. So it's a little more complicated than that. But to boil it down, there's two sexes, but there's gender is how you identify. So that actually is different than the hardcore biological question. So when they say two genders, they are actually just factually wrong. You could say, well, there's two sexes. Again, intersex sort of complicates it. I like when they ask Biden how many genders are there, and he goes, at least 3. Because that's not even really wrong. Like, that's actually kind of correct. But gender is how you self-identify. And on the list, on that list, there's more than just two. There's, you know, all different ways you can identify. Yeah. So honestly, what they do is they just rely on people not looking into these things deeper, right? Because people don't have time. They don't really care. And so you just sort of default like, oh yeah, there's only two genders. But actually, if you look at the writings on this, it's very clear that gender is how you identify, and there's a multitude of ways you can identify. And so just, I would say, read up on that and learn some more specifics, and then you can respond to them with specifics, you know?
Thanks, Mr. Feeney.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Do you still believe that way more than 13 Americans have been lost in the war, or will you be less assertive going forward? Because I'll buy that bridge. I still think more than 13 Americans were killed, for sure. I do. I think they're still lying to us about a bunch of stuff. I think there's more people. I think more people were injured than they say. I think more people were killed than they say. We just learned the other day that the damage on our bases is more extreme than they let on the entire time. I think we're going to learn that we have a much worse weapon shortage and munition shortage than they're acknowledging. Like, I think basically everything is worse than they're letting on. You know?
Fair.
PMG, thanks for the 5,000, whatever denomination that is. It's Korean won. There you go. Thanks, man. Kyle, if Trump was administered serum, what 3 questions would you ask him? Shit, man.
Epstein files. Something.
Well, yeah, my brain went right to like
politics.
Did you what did you do to your daughter?
That's a good question.
Did you do anything sick to your daughter? Was Melania an escort? I would ask that. And what's the worst crime you committed? Right? Or like, what keeps you up at night? I would want to know those things. That was a great question, by the way.
Yeah.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. I was at the reflecting pool today. I saw RFK swimming in it. He asked me to put on my jeans and get in the water to share a glass of milk. So bizarre. Did you do it?
I would do that shit.
Swimming in the fucking sewage-infested creek with him, swimming in the fucking algae-infested lake, eating. Did you see this new diet? They're eating sauerkraut and red meat all the time. God, it must be disgusting. They're eating like fermented vegetables and red meat and just like fucking stinking up the place.
That sounds horrendous.
It is. Adam King, thanks for the $5. Was at England, Croatia last week and Argentina today. Saw Messi break the World Cup scoring record. Besides Corin at Knicks Game 5, what big games have y'all attended? So it's a great question. I'm pretty sure I saw Wizards Michael Jordan at MSG.
Really? Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw Wizards Michael Jordan at MSG.
You've also seen Tiger at a major championship.
So I've seen Tiger at Westchester Country Club in 1998. I've seen Tiger at Bethpage Black in 2002 when he won.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen Tiger in 20. This is a good one. Tiger Woods in 2013 at Liberty National Golf Course in New Jersey, and this was a tournament where he like came in like second or third, and it was a tournament where he collapsed because his back was so fucked up that he was dealing with shooting pain on his spine, and he hits a shot and collapses to the ground. I was there not only at that tournament, I was there that day that he collapsed on the ground because his back was so fucked up.
Jeez.
So I've seen Tiger a bunch. I'm pretty sure I saw Jordan as a Wizard. I'm pretty sure I was at some hockey games in 1994 when the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. I think I was either in like late in the regular season or like early in the playoffs. I think my dad took me to some of those. I'm trying to think what else. Obviously, I was at the games all for the shitty years of the Knicks.
Yeah.
You know, I saw. And of course, how can I forget this one? I just saw the Knicks in the NBA Cup beat the Bucks at Madison Square Garden. So I was there for an NBA Cup win. So that was pretty cool.
That's a good one. Yeah, mine is Game 5 Knicks. I also have, what did I see? I just lost it. I can't remember what the other one I was going to mention.
Paustian, thanks for the $5. Have you thought about making videos about your changed opinions? If you did, which ones? Somebody asked this question the other day, and I totally blanked on what the fuck it was that I changed my opinions on. But then I was walking through the house thinking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I changed my mind on this thing. But now I'm in front of the camera again, and I totally forgot what the fuck it was again. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
Would you ever make a video if you jotted them down or some shit?
I did. I actually did videos on this in the past. One time I was on vacation like 6 years ago or something, and I was just like, here's my contrarian takes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I probably wouldn't do that today. I'm just more news focused today. But yeah, I don't know. Guns, I've gone back and forth on guns for sure. Pro gun, anti-gun. Immigration, I feel like I'm kind of a moderate, but in this moment, I sound like a flaming lefty because we're looking at fascism. So like I'm being like, hey, let's not be fucking fascists, you know? Even abortion, I believe in Roe versus Wade is like the right standard, which is kind of like a moderate position. What else? Yeah, I don't know. I would say that, but appreciate you. Not really Rachel Atwood. Thanks for the $5. My friend's a hardcore swerf / anti-Corin activist. I think it's a more complicated issue, but don't want to argue. I say nothing, but it gets annoying. Oh, anti-Corin activist.
Like
I've never heard of a swerf. Yeah, I've never heard of a swerf.
I've heard of Nerf.
What is swerf meaning?
What's an anti-Corin activist?
Sex worker exclusionary radical feminists. It refers to a faction of radical feminists who strictly oppose all forms of sex work and often exclude sex workers from their feminist activity. Oh, okay, I see. And when you say anti-Corin, you mean anti-porn activists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a certain
against corn.
There's a certain wave of feminists that are like very sex negative because they view, they view anything that's sex positive as very exploitative by definition, and like stemming from a misogynistic patriarchal society, which looks at women as objects. You know what I'm saying? And so I actually understand their logic. I understand where they're coming from, but you're just sort of fighting an uphill battle because, people are sexual and they're going to do sexual things. And no matter what laws you create, people are going to experiment with stuff like that. So to be very completely against that or act like, we could just ban that and have no ill consequences. You ban it, it goes underground, diseases get transferred. So it's a shame, but their heart's in the right place. They're trying to make things better. They just, maybe have a different view of human nature, I guess. Mark Moore, thanks for the $5. Speak for yourself on the wired headphone. I don't miss them suddenly not working on one side and having to get new ones.
It's the same shit with the wired shit too. You could those don't always both connect.
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to my AirPods, I'll often have one die and the other one not
exactly.
die. Yeah. But for my headphones, if you get a good pair, if you actually spend a little bit up front and get a decent pair, like this one I'm wearing here, these are like Rode ones and they're pretty high level.
Yeah, those look official.
And these will never hit you with that. But if you get I've used cheap Walmart ones and every now and then that, one headphone will crap out or whatever. But it's just a matter of spending to get a good set of them,
Yep.
Chelsea, thanks for the $5. I watched Dean Withers versus 20 MAGA women today, and I almost lost the will to live. Between AI and Jubilee, we're fucked. How do we hard reset the U.S.? I don't know, Chelsea. I'm struggling with that too right now because, part of me was naive enough to think that obviously if certain things happen, we all agree. Society will go, okay, yeah, that's unanimously across the board. We all think that thing is wrong. Let's not do that. And I was just naive to think that. We look at this illegal war against Iran. Look at what Trump did to Venezuela. Look at what ICE is doing across this country. Look at the Epstein files. And the fact that he still has a 32% approval rating. Now, granted, it's low, and that's good that it's low. But, in a world that made sense, his approval should probably be 5%.
Exactly.
It should be just
nobody.
The tiniest number of little freaks that. But we live in this world, and there's so many people that just, they don't. It's almost like they acknowledge they don't care about the truth. They're just in the cult, And I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about that other than to strip those people of any and all political power because that's the only way we're going to advance humanity is if we don't listen to these motherfuckers ever again, All
right. Thanks, Chelsea.
Empire, thanks for the $5. Kyle, tell people about the Monopoly game research by Paul Piff. It's one of the most amazing findings that explains how there's no meritocracy. I don't know about this Monopoly game research, so I wish I could tell people, but perhaps, you can post it and let people know.
Yeah, right in the chat.
Check you later. Thanks for the $10. Hey, Kyle and Corin. Kyle, I believe the Strait of Hormuz will be the pressure point that is the nail in the coffin of this regime. Even my Republican father said, I thought he'd be smarter than this. Wow, that's interesting. That's good to know. Yeah, listen, it's going to get real as a heart attack when gas prices shoot up to $5 a gallon, $6 a gallon, when it's when it's sort of out of control, when gas prices skyrocket even more because oil goes up, when we have fucking rationing and shit like that. And we're close, man. We're close. It's not me saying it. It's oil executives are warning. They're like, bro, this is going to happen. You got to open that motherfucking strait. And we haven't. And so it's not looking good, bro. You literally have to make Israel pull out of Lebanon. You have to. And if you don't, then we're fucked, AI Heim, or Aheim, thanks for the $5. Hey, Corin. Hey, Kyle. Have you watched Nick Crowley's Avi Loop? Can we have your opinion on it? I have not watched it, and I'm not even quite sure what that is. Do you know what that is?
No.
Avi Loop.
YouTube's Darkest Mysteries.
Nick Crowley. Avi Loop.
YouTube's Darkest Rabbit Hole.
In August 2011, video appeared on YouTube promoting a new company called Avi Loop, but despite posing as normal aviation business, but despite posing as normal aviation business, these commercials proved so unsettling that many suspected something sinister was happening behind the scenes, and these theories would only be heightened following the disturbing revelation of its creator's identity. This is a depraved rabbit hole of Avi Loop, an enduring internet mystery. I've never seen this. I'm not quite sure what this is. But it sounds like some creepy ass shit, though.
There was some creepy pictures. There's only a half an hour left, so don't send anything else in because we probably won't get to that shit.
Yeah, cut it off, y'all. We only got 30 minutes left. We'll try to go as fast as we can through all these, so we try to get as many of you as possible. Arundel, thanks for the $5. The innovation that sends me into a rage is battery-powered vacuums. The Cord was just fine. They just doing shit to do shit. This one I'm gonna sort of surprise you, but we have a Shark vacuum that you just drop it in the charger and then you take it out and then you just go cordless. And I sort of love that vacuum, to be honest. Yeah. So
I kind of am on Kyle's side here. The battery shits are good until the battery runs out. Like we have one that is kind of maybe overcharged now that if you put it on max, it runs out in 2 seconds.
Oh, well, now you're making their argument for him,
Yeah, but I still...
My Shark one is banging, though. I fuck with my Shark one.
It doesn't really... And the battery's good on it?
Battery's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you only use it for 5 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
And like
true.
my shit is good as fuck.
Yeah.
you know?
I think they kind of changed the game having the no corded vacuum shits.
Empire, thanks for the $5. IFA is so corrupt. First Qatar, and then they rigged it for Saudi Arabia 2034. Next, North Korea. Sepp had money thrown at him. Check it out. Sepp plus money thrown. Bro, I know FIFA is fucking insanely corrupt. I mean, they're the ones. They gave Trump a fucking FIFA Peace Prize, dog. Like that. Like that's ridiculous. And this is right before he started invading 78 different countries. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's a sick joke. Like they should have pulled it out of the U.S. and they didn't.
It's been cool to see the brands that aren't affiliated with FIFA, how they've gotten around some of the advertising, like Levi's and Gillette just did a cool thing with their stadium thing. But they're covering up, apparently, the ketchup bottles inside of the stadiums because they're not an official sponsor of FIFA. That's how shiesty they are.
I fucking hate that shit, man. Why is everything for $1? I just watched a video on Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit. They're just like middle-class people can't go there anymore because they just rob everybody blind. You know? Teflon Lizard, thanks for the $10. Corin, love that hat. Dog, Kyle, I wish you'd take one for the team and do one of those Jubilees. It would be way too funny. I don't have it in me, man. I don't have it in me. These people are just not, like, they shouldn't even be allowed to leave the house, and they're going out and debating political opinions. Like, bro, shut the fuck up forever,
Thanks, Teflon.
I wouldn't be able to hide my contempt I have for them. Adam King, thanks for the $5. Kyle, do you support abolish, what is that?
Justice.
Abolish ICE. Abolish ICE. Just abolish ICE or abolish DHS 2, Department of Homeland Security 2. How President Kulinski handled deportations? Which World Cup teams and players have impressed or disappointed y'all? Like I said, I'm rooting for Brazil. I'm rooting for Mexico. And there was the goalie of Curacao was incredible. The Iranian goalie was incredible too. So those were the ones that impressed me the most. And obviously Messi with his 85 trillion goals. And whatever the guy's name is on the U.S. who scored all the goals. He's very impressive too. I forget his name. I support abolish ICE. DHS in total, I'm not sure what else is under the umbrella of DHS, but I think it's actually relatively recent too. I'd have to look more into that. I might even be in favor of abolishing all of DHS, but definitely abolish ICE. They're not even an agency. They're just like a rogue gang of criminals that do criminal shit. And how I would handle deportations is, number one, increase the number of judges massively on the southern border so that you can hear the cases quickly and it's not like, a long, arduous process is point number one. Point number two is violent crimes, you get deported. Anything short of that, and there's a path for you to get into the country. So that's how I would approach it. Because I think immigration is a good thing. I just think it's actually good for a country, good for an economy, good for a country, good for the culture. I mean, look at New York City, packed full of immigrants, and it's the most bustling city in the world that everybody says is the greatest city in the world. So that would be my general approach to it.
Yeah, and a lot of the immigrants do the work that Americans don't want to do. So it's like they fucking get shit done.
Yeah, people say you shouldn't say that, but it's just true,
Yeah.
Chelsea, thanks for the $5. Trump makes me want to live a healthier life. I can't be 80 getting clowned on like this. Love you both. Love you too, Chelsea. Thank you, as always, for watching and supporting. Watching Trump at 80, just like fucking his cankles getting fat as fuck, his face looking like he's stroked out, his bruises on his hands, diabetes thing, like obviously the mental lapses, the 78 dementia tests he takes. It's just like you look at that and you're like, man, this guy made fucked up decisions in his life, didn't he?
You might have some type of narcolepsy or some shit like that.
Well, they say that's tied to dementia. Is that
really?
He's awake all night and he wants to sleep all day because the part of his brain that regulates the circadian rhythm is just gone. And so, or it's getting worse. But Crystal says like evil never dies. So he could just be in this state for another fucking 10 years. And we're just sitting here like, Jesus Christ.
Facts.
Cut the Camel, thanks for the $10. Remember that shadow app that was associated with the Buttigieg 2020 campaign that screwed up the results in Iowa? Then Pete came out and declared victory before votes were counted. The CIA special. I do remember that. And I felt like I was losing my fucking mind when that was happening, bro. That was such a weird moment where it's like, what the fuck are we watching here? Why is this fucking twerp trying to steal Iowa? This is insane. Bernie got more votes, but they said like there's some electoral college type shit in Iowa that means Pete won Iowa. And like you said, he announced it before it was over. It was just very bizarre. All that was very bizarre. It's like a fever dream looking back on it,
Yeah. Oh, Bernie would have won.
Shit, not you again. Thanks for the $5. Damn, Kyle, they're all coming after you. Pete Hager, Jimmy Dore, Glenn Greenwald, some calling you a Zion Lib DNC shill. What the fuck is wrong with these idiots? Hey, man, God bless him. If they want to run their mouth, by all means, run their mouth. But I'm right. Everybody knows I'm right. What I'm saying isn't even controversial. What I'm saying is common sense. It's just flies in the face of what their talking points have been for quite a while.
Mhm.
The fucking dumbass mental gymnastics jujitsu shit of like, somehow Democrats are worse as we watch Republicans rape the entire country to death. And it's just not true, you know? So they can cope, they can see, they can moan, they can mauled. It's all good. Fact of the matter is I'm literally not even going to watch what they say. So knock yourselves out, guys. Brian, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, I know you're a Game of Thrones fan. What would you change about the last season of the OG series? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? There's so much. It just turned to shit.
The end wasn't good, right?
The ending was horrible. The ending was so bad. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's too much to just mention on Kyle and Corin what I would change in it. But I will say there's like a number of YouTube videos that tried to like, hey, here's how I would have ended it. And like virtually every person who tried to make an alternate ending did a better job than what they showed, you know? So that's what I'd say. No high hats. Thanks for the $10. When I was in Iraq, I had a Marine buddy who would watch Corin after we got back from patrol for at least an hour straight before going to bed. Somebody check that dude's basement, bro. That is not cool. That is weird, you know? So associating like death and violence with like, oh, I'm horny. Like, what the fuck? That's perverse right there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I won't knock it. He's over there in Iraq doing what he's got to do. And he's probably been.
I'll knock it. I'll knock that shit. I'll knock that shit. What you got to do is do it respectably, like Graham Plattner. On your fucking downtime, you go into the porta potty, you hold your fucking nose, and you rub out the most depressing nut of all time, and then you go back to your work. You know, like. Don't hit me with some like death and violence fucking get you horny shit. Like fuck out of here. Cryptic Co-op or Coop, thanks for the $10. Hey Kyle, have you heard about the SA allegations against high-level leaders in the LDS Mormon Church? It's all similar allegations as the Epstein files, trafficking, cannibalism, sacrifices. No, I did not see this. But man, that sounds fucking spicy as fuck.
Doesn't surprise. It's not surprising, right?
No, it's not surprising. I knew they were bad, but I thought, you know, I feel like everybody feels like Scientologists are worse, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe there's, some new expose. Mormon church sex abuse lawsuits. That's from 3 weeks ago. Latter-day Saints sues podcaster who exposed alleged child sex abuse by ex-Mormon leader in Chicago region. That's from a month ago. Yeah, I don't know, man. But listen, any like organized religion, usually there's some creepy ass shit. People are using that shit to take advantage of people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're just big cults. They're just cults that succeeded, you know, like that's what it is. Young Cheese Man, thanks for the $5. I went from size 30 to 34 in under 6 months after quitting vaping, but I'm 6'2", so that needed to happen. Bro, 100% that'll do it to you. I know I gained weight after I quit. Actually, it's interesting. When I quit vaping, first, I didn't want to eat anything, and so I probably lost weight. But then when my body like sort of recalibrated and got back to homeostasis, then I started eating everything. And so it just made it so, you know, you were dysregulated and your body had to like re-regulate itself. And so it fucked up your relationship to food and your chemicals in your brain and shit. But that happens, bro. But eventually you'll come back down to like sort of a normal ass space, you know?
Yeah, welcome to the 34 Club with us.
34 Club, that's right. Martin, thanks for the $10. Found out that Airbnb does business in the illegal Israeli settlements in the West Bank. For me, this is evil shit, and people should know about this. Yeah, I mean, that was the whole thing about BDS, boycott, divestment, and sanctions, is that in the illegally occupied territories in particular, that those companies everybody should boycott. And it worked. I mean, they were sort of panicking about it, but I didn't know Airbnb did that. But Airbnb is notoriously a horrible fucking company.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys, and they've gotten worse over the years. Over the years, they've gotten worse and worse and worse. They're really fucking horrible. I don't like using them at all. I like hotels way better than them.
Customer service is trash and shit too. Like you can't ever get in touch with them, I don't think.
Totally. Empire, thanks for the $5. PSA, we don't realize the difference between a million and a billion. It's like 100,000 versus 100 million. We categorize them similarly, but there's a huge difference. Totally. And then the difference between a billion and a trillion, like Elon was briefly a trillionaire. Now we fell to like 998 billion because it was all a fucking rug pull scam. But yeah, bro, like this is what I'm saying. Like it's a mental disorder to be an ultra wealthy person. If you're a billionaire, you have a mental disorder. I'm very confident in saying that. Zach, thanks for the $5. Yo, Kyle of Kamala 1. What do you think the Middle East would look like in 26? Would we go to Iran at all? I don't think we would. To the extent that Kamala cared about anything other than being president, what you can ascertain from her record is that she cared about what's called like the care economy, like home care workers and shit like that. So I feel like the thing she would have tried to get through is some sort of like expansion of Medicaid to include, more home care workers, or some like universal daycare program or some shit like that, some like child care shit. Like, I think she actually kind of cares about that stuff, and I think she would have tried to get something through on that front. And when you compare, like, she wouldn't be good when it comes to foreign policy. Like, I'm sure she would still use sanctions willy-nilly and try to like cut off countries that like, we don't like, and put economic pressure on them. And like, I'm not saying she'd be good. Like, I don't think she'd like open up Cuba or whatever, but just like, the thing that makes Democrats objectively better than Republicans is not even the shit they do, it's the shit they won't do, right? Like, here's the fact. Democrats are fucking pussies. Can we acknowledge that? Like, they're all pussies. They're all weak. But the upside of being a pussy is you're not going to illegally invade Iran. You're not going to do it. You're not going to like carpet bomb a girls' school. You're not going to do that, right? So I think we'd be in a better place, but she still wouldn't be great on foreign policy. She would just be like sort of like neutral, leaning harsh. You know what I'm saying? V-Man, thanks for the $10. Kyle, just watch your Colombia vid. Latin America will never be safe till the U.S. empire falls and Puerto Rico is free. Be real. The U.S. will always use it as a launch pad for regime change. I mean, we got bases fucking everywhere too. Like the empire is overextended, and we are clearly in our like openly evil mode where we've gone full imperialist, full colonialist. And you hate to see it. And the Colombia thing is wild because,
what happened with Colombia?
Looks like Israel and MAGA stole the election for some crazy psycho asshole who's like a fucking kitten torturer. And at first, when you see like the claims of a rigged election, my mind goes to like everybody else. They go, okay, really? We're going to do this. We're going to do this again. But then like you look into the specifics of this one and you go, it kind of makes sense. Because the guy who is the leftist president was like anti-Trump, anti-Israel, called out stuff when it came to Epstein, has evidence that they sort of were fucking with the vote. And so you look at it and you go, I don't put anything by these motherfuckers. I bet they would do it. They always accuse Democrats and leftists of stealing shit when it's really them that always steal shit. Of and like, course. They just got caught red fucking handed, Yep. Wes Nelson, thanks for the $10. Thoughts on this year's U.S. Open and thoughts on shrinking the game of golf. I get you're trying to attract a new audience, but these hecklers are getting out of control. So I was, like most people, I was not a big Wyndham Clark fan. I think he was fucked up when he like broke that locker at Oakmont or wherever it was. I think it was fucked up when he threw that driver after hitting a bad drive and it like snapped and the head went flying somewhere. I think he's had some quotes that are sort of obnoxious as fuck. Having said that, I started rooting for him as soon as the crowd like was actively booing him and like fucking cheering his bad shots. And it's like he was up against not only the course, but also the crowd. And so I kind of felt bad for him after a while. So I'm kind of happy that he pulled it off. And he's, he genuinely seems like he's trying to become a better person. And I agree. The New York crowds have been disgraceful. When we had the fucking Ryder Cup, what was it? The Ryder Cup here. And I mean, people were just such fucking assholes to Rory.
I think you have to separate Long Island from the rest of New York. I feel like there's a whole bunch of like assholey people in Long Island.
I don't know, bro. Because what was it at Bethpage, the Ryder Cup recently?
Yeah, that's Long Island.
That was Long Island. Okay. But also, I mean, but listen, if you had it at Liberty National in Jersey, it would have been the same shit. Right. Yeah. And that's not Long Island. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's a little fucked up because golf, especially, this is why they say shrink the game is a thing, because like the people who are doing this shit and acting this psychotic, they're not actual golf fans. They're just people going to a sporting event. And that's the whole game thing is like, look, if you don't know the basics about etiquette and like how to act on a golf course, then just don't go watch the fucking golf. You know what I'm saying? And that I kind of agree with. Like, it's kind of humiliating to see New Yorkers portrayed in this bad of a light, you know? We're big assholes. We're booing people. Like, no, in golf, you don't do that. Cheer for the guy you like. You don't have to cheer for the person you don't like, but don't fucking boo. And don't cheer when they hit a bad shot. That's fucked up, Do
you think it's the live culture?
I don't think it's the live culture because this wasn't a live event. I just think, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if COVID fucked up everybody's brain. I don't know if people are drinking too much alcohol on the course. I don't know if people are just more miserable now or whatever. Or it could be Trump just making the culture much more coarse and rude and fucked up. Like, it could be a mix of things, but I don't like it. Whatever it is, I don't like it.
Facts.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Arsenal fans like Mayor Zoran are called gooners. Definitely one of those terms that's anachronistic today. Yeah, that's a real shame, bro. Dude, let's not do that.
Is it gooners or they might be gunners?
Let's hope it's gunners. Let's hope it's gunners.
I think it's Gunners. Supporters is Gooners, a playful twist on the club's own name, the Gunners. Oh yeah, they're Gooners. That's
Oh my word.
that's a
terrible.
whack nickname for them.
Jesus Christ. Andrew Baker, thanks for the $10. Yo, Kyle, you a niche or designer fragrances guy? Personally, niche is my go-to. Replica is my favorite brand. Jazz Club is my shit. Got any favorite cheapies that smell richer than the price tag? Like I said earlier, Liquid Brune French Avenue is, if you want something that smells like it's fucking next level, go with that. Go with Liquid Brune French Avenue. It's amazing and it's very cheap. And I'm more of a designer guy than a niche guy. Having said that, I have a lot of I like Replica too, and I have some Replica ones as well. I'm blanking on. I love By the Lemon Tree. I feel like is a good Replica one. Shit, what else? I'm blanking on the rest of them, but I got like that sampler kit, and so I really like 2 or 3 of them. But yeah, overall, I'm definitely more of a designer guy than a niche guy. I feel like I'm sort of like entry level type fragrance dude, and I don't know, a lot of shit just smells amazing that you could just get over the counter at Macy's or wherever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people are not gonna make wax shit now.
D Hill, thanks for the $10. This question is for Corin. You once said you used to live near Gurnee, Illinois. I'm from the area just above in Wisconsin. Did you ever shop at the grocery store Woodman's? Absolutely goated grocery store.
So I just looked it up, and I actually did go in this place one time, and it was good. They had really fresh fruit. It's open 24 hours, but I feel like it was pretty expensive when I went in there. Was the only thing. So I didn't go back just because of like accessibility. Other grocery stores were closer. There was a Myers right by me that I always used to go to all the time. But Woodman's had like fresh ass fruit. And I remember it being a nice grocery store, but I do remember it was expensive. There's a grocery store called Mariano's that I used to go to. That was the shit. And they used to cook your meat for you. And they had really good chocolate chip cookies too. So Mariano's used to be my shit back in the day.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. Kyle, tell Crystal I was disappointed in her going on Rory McIlroy podcast and didn't ask him a single golf question. Yeah. Tim Miller of the Bulwark looks exactly like Rory McIlroy.
Oh, I was about to say, Crystal was on I was like, what?
Yeah, no, she went on Tim Miller's podcast, The Bulwark. I should go on that podcast too. I like that guy. He keeps it real and he likes to, in a friendly way debate people. But yeah, he looks exactly like Rory McIlroy. It's kind of crazy. Nixus, thanks for the $5. Kyle, since you and Crystal are prominent online left political voices, what's it like around the kitchen table? Or politics discussed at dinner? It's a good question. Occasionally, I feel like we certainly don't, try to censor ourselves from talking politics, but it's certainly not the only thing we talk about. I'd say it's a mix of stuff, but maybe politics makes up 20% of what we talk about. That's what I'd say. Jonathan Casana, thanks for the $10. Kyle, advice for lefty candidates who are A+ on the policy but have the personality of a dirty diaper. Corin, how is your golf game? I don't know, man. That's a tough question to answer. Yeah, shit. I don't know. Go ahead, answer on the golf thing, and I'll think about how to answer.
I mean, Kyle has seen my golf game. I can hit the ball straight. Occasionally on one hole, I'll have like a nice shot, and I'll be like, "Oh shit!" Like that was actually a nice shot. So like, I don't have like a handicap or any of that shit, but like I could hit the ball forward and keep the ball moving. I just get tired after like 13 holes, and I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I feel like the personality thing in today's day and age is like a big fucking issue. In the past, I feel like you could have coasted on actually just having good policies and being a boring person. I mean, fucking George H.W. Bush was president. He didn't have good policies, but he was totally uncharismatic, right? Mm-hmm. But like now I do feel like since everybody's got fucking content brain, like you have to be charismatic or you have to have something about you that is compelling. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know what the answer is to that. But let's just say you, at the very least, have to try to be charismatic in your own way. Yeah, that's what.
Like even Bernie is like a.
He's got a charisma to him, like a crotchety old man type.
Exactly.
Charisma, you know, like Noam Chomsky was. He made monotone sound good. He had like a monotone charisma to him, so like a laid back charisma to him. You have to find some lane of your own charisma. Be comfortable in your own skin and find a way of being yourself, but also interesting. You know what I'm saying? And that's easier said than done, but, I think there's probably more things interesting about these people than they realize, All
right, we got 10 minutes, so we're going to super fly.
Darren, thanks for the $10. Hey, guys, what would your reaction be if you saw a real-life alien or extraterrestrial aircraft, and what kind of impact would it have on your views about the world and the universe? I don't know, man. I've never been a big alien dude. I would just feel, damn, that's fucking crazy. I already feel like shit is insane, and we might live in a simulation. That would just make me think like, yeah, we probably live in a simulation. This shit is getting too crazy, but it wouldn't really change much in my opinion. Wallace's Wood, thanks for the $5. I'd swallow uranium for a Bernie win in 2016. You and me both, brother.
Same.
You and me both. Spec Love, thanks for the $10. Appreciate you. Spec Love, thanks for the $5. The vibes are chalked there. The Knicks will be cursed another 40 years with no championship if they go to the White House. Yeah, I kind of feel that. I kind of think that's accurate.
But I'm good. We got one.
Retro Boy 1985, thanks for the $5. And now we're going to be favorites next year. Isn't that crazy? People are going to be talking about us like we're the favorites.
Yep.
Retro Boy 1985, thanks for the $5. I know this is a long ways away, but thoughts on the presidential candidates? Plattner would be great. Hunter Biden as pres for just for the MAGA tears. Slap my ass off. That'd be incredible. Let me just say that Hunter Biden shit would be absolutely motherfucking incredible. I must say. I don't know, man. Plattner would be great. Yeah, he would be great. He would have issue. I don't think he'd get many black votes, though. You need the black vote to win as a Democrat. There's no doubt about that. AOC. You know, AOC, Ro Khanna, John Ossoff. We're gonna have a bunch of candidates to pick from, and it's just a matter of seeing who's got the juice, who's got some wind in their sails, who's got the best policies, and who's making the biggest splash. And then we got to evaluate at the time. Offensive Humor, thanks for the $5. What's up, brothers? Congrats on your Knicks. Lost 3 family cats within 2 weeks, ages 16, 15, and 12. 2 were within hours of each other last Friday. Brutal. What the fuck, man?
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on? Did they eat a plant or something in the house? Because that seems insane, bro.
Those are old ages, though, right? 16, 15, and 12? Or
cats
not really?
Can live to like 20, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, certain cats can get up there. They can live to like 15, 20. So
sorry, bro.
Labrador Hawk, thanks for the $5. Evening, guys. Kyle, is Baccarat Rouge or Creed Aventus worth it in your opinion? Great question. I actually don't have either of those, and I've never gotten my nose on them, so I really can't answer. Actually, maybe I smelled Aventus once. I don't really remember. It's got like a pineapple-y thing to it. I'm not sure, man, but I'd like to try them myself. I wish I could give you an answer. Ex-wife, thanks for the $10. When you started glazing Rogan, I stopped watching. Didn't notice that you had turned against him until this year. That's my bad. Happy to be supporting again. Oh, I've been turned on him for a hot minute. Yeah, no, and I would even take issue with saying I ever really glazed him.
Kyle's been ahead of the curve, like not even like glazing him, but on the Rogan spear, and then on the what's her name, Kirk, Erica Kirk shit.
Erica Kirk, like, that I was definitely ahead of people on.
You were the first person on that shit, like.
But I will say my audience was ahead of me on the Rogan thing, where they were like, "Listen, bro, you're missing. He's saying some wacky ass shit."
Oh.
And then eventually, I was like, when I realized fully, I was like, "Oh, okay, they were right." So I give my audience credit on that one, but on Erica, yeah, I was ahead of everybody for sure. Den, thanks for the $5. If I were one of the Knicks, I'd tell Trump, you cost us game 4, LOL. Think Mamdani should go on Bill Maher. I'd love Mamdani to wipe that smug face. Yeah, I do. I think Mamdani should go on. I have faith in Mamdani to talk to anybody, basically. So I think it'd be great.
His speech at the Knicks parade. Good.
And by the way, literally every Knicks fan does blame Trump for that game being a loss. Like straight the fuck up. G-Sin, thanks for the $10. More MAGA fear Trump impeachment after the midterms. Will ours join Democrats to give them enough votes to impeach and kick Trump out if indeed economy crashes and he ushers in bedlam? My gut is to say no. They're just so far gone. They're such a cult. They're so useless. It's theoretically possible, given a certain set of circumstances, that enough of them would break, but I can't see it. If they'd let him get away with everything to this point, like, why would they ever fucking turn on him, Craigie Mack, thanks for the $5. I've still got those MJ Upper Deck NBA Dream cards in mint that I cashed in Gatorade caps for as a kid in 1998. What should I do with these shits?
Send them shits to me, bro. DM me for my address if you need it. I'll get them graded and sell them on your behalf. Get them graded. Go to PSA DNA. It'd take a while. But I would say get them graded and then sell those shits, bro. Anything Jordan goes for fucking cake.
Wet Butter, thanks for the $10. Kyle Darkwill, Commander Kulinski, been watching you since 2018. Love your commentary and brown hair. Now seems like a foreign concept to your persona. More peers and maybe a Jubilee perchance. Definitely not a Jubilee, perhaps a peers. And I appreciate your support. That's very kind of you. And yeah, if I had brown hair now, people would be like, who the fuck are you? This is weird.
Yeah, I'd even be like, yo, who is this guy?
Yeah. Not Brandon, thanks for the $10. Can we get some debates with high-profile right-wingers or moderate Democrats? Dave Smith, Destiny, Asmongold, Nick Fuentes. You're coasting off the Charlie Kirk, Jordan Peterson, and PBD podcast. Yeah, man, I'm sort of in these trenches here covering the news and describing in meticulous detail the downfall of the country, but I haven't really put much thought into talking to any of these particular characters. But, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Serpent, thanks for the $10. This money is for a treat for Stinky. $10. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, and we will make sure to get that for Stinky. Empire of Red, thanks for the 10, or Empire of Red, thanks for the $10. Piff rigged Monopoly to randomly advantage one player. The winners became dominant, entitled, dismissive, ate more snacks, and credited their own skill, showing that even arbitrary wealth erodes empathy. That's a great point, man. And that's one of those things where it really is so almost universal. I'd say 90-95% of people who get money feel like they're special, and feel like they earned it. And it's like, no, you didn't. It's timing, it's luck, it's like all the right things being in the right place, and like there's no humility. So yeah, I'm telling you, extreme wealth is a mental disorder. I'm really comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
Ryan, thanks for the $20. Thank you, Kyle, for getting me into politics, which led to me helping lead a drop the charges campaign for my professor John Caravello. He was indicted by Trump goons for peaceful immigration defense. He was just acquitted. Oh, congrats, Ryan. That's fucking tremendous. I love to hear that. Shout out to you and shout out to John Caravello. I really appreciate getting involved like that and making a real difference in the world, bro. That is very, very impressive. Shout out to you. QWERTY in YouTube land, thanks for the 400, whatever that denomination is. Appreciate you. Do you follow the Football World Cup? And thoughts, if you have any, on Iran team having to set camp in Mexico for matches in the U.S. and on the Somalian referee denied entry, both in context of whether politics, etc., should mix in sports. So yes, I do follow the World Cup. We've been following it. I've been enjoying it very much. I think it's incredibly fucked up how Trump and the U.S. are treating the Iranian team and making them stay in Mexico and like basically massively disadvantaging them before every single match. The Somalian referee, who's like a legendary referee, being denied is just flat out racist garbage. And they should. This is why I said we shouldn't have the World Cup in the U.S. because we're gonna fucking pollute it with fascism and politics, and it should definitely be elsewhere. But FIFA is just as corrupt as the U.S. and unfortunately they decided we were gonna do it here. But yeah, all that stuff is disgusting to me completely. Slop Apocalypse, thanks for the $10. Fun fact: in the anime, Baki do Trump is seen pissing himself at the sight of the strongest man in the world. Japan calling out Trump's buy energy. Also, have you thought of making a Discord? I think there is a Secular Talk Discord, although I know they were in some trouble where they were fearing they were going to get shut down or something. But there was a Secular Talk Discord, maybe even still is a Secular Talk Discord. And Japan calling out Trump's buy energy is a hilarious sentence, but that sounds awesome. Inconspicuous typos. Thanks for the $10. You basically said Jubilee stop messaging me, but like I said last time I donated, you get a great clip and maybe make someone cry. Laugh my ass off. Love you, Corin and Kyle. Well, we appreciate you, Inconspicuous types. I don't know if I have the patience to deal with these fucking psychos. I really don't. I'm just fucking seething with hatred at them.
2 more.
Mingwan, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on upcoming Giannis trade? What would y'all want if you were Milwaukee? Basically, have no first-round picks as of right now. Love y'all. I mean, I think you said it, right? As many first-round picks as humanly possible. I heard that he's either going to the Celtics or the Heat. I heard Tyler Hero is going to be involved in the trade, and Jaylen Brown might be involved in the trade. That's all I've heard to this point. I don't know if it's going to be the Celtics or the Heat, but those are the two that I've seen the speculation from. What have you heard, Corin?
Yeah, kind of just the Heat, the Bucks trade, and then the Lakers maybe getting involved, getting rid of Dalton Connect. But Giannis put out like an Instagram post saying like he trusts God and his decision.
What is that? That's weird. Yeah, that's weird. But anyway, first round picks for sure. That's what I would want if I was them. Cody Epidemic, thanks for the $5. I've noticed you have been using a lot of insider wrestling terminology on the show: work, heel, kayfabe, etc. Do you used to watch WWE or AEW? I do not. I haven't done it recently, but that stuff is embedded in me from when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
I tried to give it another go in like 2016. I watched it for a little bit. I kind of fell off again. But the wrestling lingo is I don't think it's ever going to be out of my head just because of how we were raised,
All right, last one.
TB Kennedy, thanks for the $5. Uncap the House. Please get Mr. Beat on KKF to talk about bringing the issue of uncapping the House to the midterms. Love Mr. Beat, and he is indeed on the list. He is indeed on the list. We appreciate you, Kennedy. Appreciate you.
All right, that's all for tonight. Shorter night. We'll be back next week. Kyle, love you, bro. Get some sleep.
Thank you too, man.
Always rocking out.
Thanks, guys. Everybody have a great night. I'll talk to you. Peace.
Enjoy the World Cup. Enjoy the videos he's putting out. If we didn't get to it, sorry. I was letting you know tonight's a short night. Let me get down to the bottom. Any last words? Macho Man Randy Savage is goated. Waiter Kyle, what about your boy? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Giannis is not staying in Milwaukee. I'm sorry if you live in Milwaukee. Beautiful little city there, but he's not staying. Love you, Corin. I got you for 3 minutes. Yeah, sure. Hit the like button. I never asked for that shit. Thanks, Corin, you're a beast. Area 51. Where's your chat? Did it come after we said to not send anything? No, if it was early, we must have read it. Because I don't see anything, and I'm scrolling through that bitch right now. Yeah, so we must have read it. Yeah, Area 51. I think we read yours, bro. But thank you, though, regardless. Because, all right, see everybody next week. There you go. Great stream. Love you guys. Peace out. Thanks for rocking out.